in a Tub presents the Tubcast. Featuring Eric.
Oh, you see that guy? He's all like,
Kyle.
Is he transgender?
Jeremy.
We're gonna make America great.
Trevor.
I mean, why did he just go to the bus?
And special guest Nathan.
Does this mean we're finally gonna get to see Big Bird's chicken breast?
Hey everybody, it's the Tubcast. My name is Eric, and there's Kyle's
Hey, I'm
here,
Kyle.
and Jeremy's here, and Trevor.
Trevor's here, and
Trevor, say hi.
Hi.
Nathan's over there.
Nathan's on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
The whole gang's back together again.
It's like a whole new year.
What has it been? 4 or 5 weeks?
Yeah, since we've all been in the same room
Yeah. I mean, this guy, he's been
together.
You know what?
been puking out his brains lately.
Yeah, there was some of that.
Did you have that thing where it's like, strip me down and put me in a field just because it's coming out of both ends?
Hose me off.
Yeah,
and then
at
hose me
random
off when I'm
much.
done?
Intervals.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Saturday was a rough night. It was a very rough night, and yeah, I think I'm finally back.
You're back to your whole
Back to
self.
living,
Back to
eating food
life.
without fear of
Back to
losing it
reality.
quickly.
of the end destination.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's new form that it took on you.
Yeah, it's new form. I tell you what, it's maybe one of the most effective weight loss plans I've ever been on, and it's one that I would never recommend to anyone.
You do look a little thin. That's great.
Yeah,
That's great.
I looked at the scale a couple days ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm dying.
How can I get me
Yeah.
some of that?
That's pretty good.
No, you don't want that, Jeremy. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
So you should put signs up around town
Weight loss
that just
program.
say, "Hey, I lost 10 pounds in 1 week.
1 week.
Want to
Just
know
one-
how?
yeah.
Call me." And then put your number, and then they'll call you and be like, "I got the flu, you jerk!" And then you just hang up
Can
on
we,
them.
can we do that? as,
Eat for 3 days.
can we put that out as a Craigslist ad?
Yeah.
Have them call the tub.
Learn how I lost 10
that would
pounds
be fun.
in 3 days. And these like people be calling you like,
Oh, that's a bad joke. Right
and
there.
then be like, "How'd you do it?" Be like, "Got the flu, man."
Got the flu.
Start-
Go get sick. Go hug everyone
Start
out on the
licking
street.
doorknobs.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That
I don't
sounds
know
like
if
a
that
good way to
guarantees
die.
that you would get that strand, though.
Yeah, who knows? You might luck out, you know.
You could always, just eat uncooked chicken or something. Probably burger.
Yeah.
Chicken might kill you.
I'd just give
actually.
you food poisoning, though. That wouldn't really give you the flu, which
Well,
that
well-
might be worse.
Oh,
Honestly,
that's
I
true,
thought
that's
it
true.
was just like food poisoning. the
Everybody
first
always
night.
does. That's always the.
But
that's
I
the whole
hadn't
thing.
really. It wasn't one of those things that had like consciously hit that. Oh, the stomach bug is going around. And then when I got back to work on Tuesday, and people are like, "Yeah, we had it run through our family, and people were out for like 4 days." I was like, "Oh, geez,
You know-
that's what it was."
You know what you could do? And I don't recommend this at all. You
What's
get
that?
multiple flu shots.
Like more than one of the same strand of flu shot.
Yeah, because
Why?
the flu shots are all it is just the flu itself. They just give you a very small amount to where your body can.
So you
figure out
give
how to
yourself
fight it.
the flu.
And so you'd be giving yourself the flu that way.
Yeah, but see, I usually
You'd
get
be giving
sick.
yourself like 37 kinds of the flu at one
You'd
time.
have the flu, though.
I do wonder. Like I was questioning that because there's two kinds of flu, right? There's like the kind
There's
where you're
stomach
puking,
flu, and then there's
just
just
like achy cold,
like really bad cold,
coffee
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
But which one is the flu?
influenza.
What one is the flu
Influenza
shot
is
for?
that's the
It's-
influenza. That's the really bad
That's the
stuff.
puking one, or the?
Oh,
No,
no,
not the
that's
puking one.
Much worse than that.
It's the coughing up blood one.
I had it one time where I was hospitalized for 3 days.
Oh.
Okay. So I mean, but
It's not always that bad for people.
so the flu shot doesn't actually prevent you from like getting
it doesn't
the
prevent you from
pukes.
throwing up.
Yeah.
And like
I mean, I haven't thrown up since the
clogged nose
third
and
grade,
stuff.
so I wouldn't know. But
I it had been a long time, but like 2 years ago, I got the stomach flu. gosh, that's horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, it's no fun. So I'm glad that I'm back in the land of the living.
I have like a superpower. Like I don't know if I'm a superhero, but I can hold in my puke until it turns into diarrhea. But it also means that my stomach flu lasts for like 3 days longer than everybody else.
See,
I thought I did that
Yeah.
this time around. I
if
thought I
eat-
did that.
If I eat too close to going to bed, I lay on my right hand side, I'll end up puking a little in my mouth just because.
If you lay on the bed wrong,
On my
no matter
on
what,
my right hand side. If I lay on my left hand side, I don't.
you should do that as a weight loss plan.
No, it has something to do with like.
You want to know how I lost 3 pounds?
Yeah.
Or 10
You're
pounds?
supposed to
3
get
days?
acid reflux easier if you lay on your right hand side. I'm told.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
If you lay on your right hand side, you get rid of acid
No,
reflux?
you get
it
Get
more.
You get it.
Interesting. Does that work like?
I think it has
Just-
to do with the shape of your stomach and how it lays in your body.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, bronchitis is bad. They were saying in the chat. I mean, I was saying they had bronchitis and pneumonia before. I had that too when I was in the
They said-
pneumonia,
And
bronchitis, and strep
strep,
all
yeah.
at once.
strap.
Which
Jeez.
sounds like you're kind of lucky to be alive, honestly.
I'm
Yeah,
not really
that
sure
sounds
what I
horrible.
got sick with when I was a kid because my parents didn't believe in taking us to the doctor. Now, I mean, that was before Obamacare, so maybe that was why. But I'm pretty sure it had more to do with why I wasn't allowed to take like Tylenol either.
Oh, well, you know, a lot of times bronchitis turns into pneumonia.
But I think it made me stronger.
Yeah.
I
A lot of times that's kind of how it works.
because I got bronchitis when I was like in the 6th grade, and then it turned into pneumonia. And I wouldn't take a pill because I was scared to swallow pills like an idiot child would be. And the doctor was like, "Well, if you aren't going to take pills, you're going to have to take this stuff." And it was like a jar of powder that you added water to.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was the worst tasting stuff ever. But I guess it saved my life or something.
Yeah.
Now if I go to the doctor, I'm like, "What kind of pills are you going to give me?"
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Give me some drugs.
When I had some dental surgery done, they gave me, I don't remember which one it was, but it was the one that's like equivalent to heroin. Pretty much the same thing.
Ask them if you take caffeine with it, if it'll give it a little boost.
What
They
is
love
that
hearing
one
when
that
you
we're
give them a
talking?
prescription.
What is that one that you're talking
Nathan
about?
should know.
Percocet?
Nathan, which is the painkiller that's very similar to heroin?
Oh, oxycodone.
That's what I was
there it
gonna
is.
guess.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
And that
Yeah.
that does that. And
That's what I was given to get off of morphine, and then from there, then they put me on Percocet to get off of that. It was like a 2.5 month weaning period.
yeah.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
fun.
Les Blue Phoenix says, "OMG, I've waited so long for this. Yay!" I'm assuming you're talking about the Switch announcement, which is happening.
I was
Yeah.
assuming
in
they were
15
talking
minutes.
about these gorgeous 5 guys.
He was like, they were like, "I've been waiting to, hear you guys talk about poop and diarrhea and vomit and stuff."
yeah, pretty much.
That's the best.
That's okay. We have better stories to come.
No, I think this is
Wait,
this
that
is-
was the best
we start out.
Yeah,
the
we
gate.
start out at the top.
It all
and-
goes down from here.
See,
Yeah.
I mean, Rabbit's already leaving because we've hit. I mean, nothing else is going to top this.
Come
tonight.
on, Twitchy, hang out. You want
Yeah,
to see
hang
about
out.
the Nintendo Switch?
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
We're going to be live with that in
We
a
do
little
miss
while.
you.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping
It's
by,
like,
though.
it's
Yeah,
supposed to be
thanks
at
for stopping
10
by.
o'clock. How would they say it on the radio? At the top of the hour?
Top of the hour.
So
At the top of the hour, we'll go into depth with the new Nintendo Switch release.
Jim, we're gonna cut to you. Could you please let us know? And then they would cut. and then
Oh,
it'd be like-
Nathan, how's the traffic?
yeah.
The traffic is human.
All right, there you go.
Okay.
Keep your eyes out for that.
That's-
Let's turn over to Trevor with
That's dark.
sports.
That's dark.
Sports.
The only traffic joke I had.
Sportsing.
Good job,
It
Trevor.
scored some points.
There-
All right.
That's funny that you talk about jokes. I was watching this channel. I just recently switched to. I ditched all my cable and I went with PlayStation View, and there was a channel on there.
I thought you were going to say you switched to a high fiber diet.
Oh yeah, that too. That's to keep everything firm.
Yeah.
In your
That would
poop.
have helped, Kyle.
But so I did this thing,
Shred
bananas.
which I feel like this is like a really good plan if anybody's looking to get rid of cable. Is DirecTV's now is a streaming thing where they're offering like a free Apple TV if you pay 3 months in advance, which is actually like $50 cheaper than buying an Apple TV, and it's 4th gen. And so
Right.
you sign up. So I signed up for View because it's kind of a better service. And then I signed up for DirecTV now just for the 3 months to get the free Apple TV. Or,
Nice.
But I was watching the DirecTV and they have like this knockoff comedy channel. It's like not Comedy Central, but like the Comedy Channel or something like
yeah.
that. And Nathan was talking about his joke there, and this comedian, there's like this weird like 3, 4, 5 people sitting around in these chairs talking, and they're all trying to outdo each other in jokes, and they were really bad. But this one guy got asked to do impressions. He's like, I hear you do impressions, and he's like, oh, he got real awkward and uncomfortable. I only really do like one impression, and he stands up, and he pushes his fist like into his chair. And he points at it, and he's just like,
What?
He's just like, that's my impression, and they're like, what? And he's like, 'cause my impression in the chair, like I'm, and it was so uncomfortable.
Oh my gosh.
That I was just like, what am I watching?
I'm be like, get off the
So
stage.
this is called dad jokes.
Yeah,
channel?
I guess I don't know. It's
the
called
most uncomfortable
maybe-
hour ever.
the comedy
Yeah.
channel for painful comedy.
So Eric, we've got a shirt request in the chat.
Okay, what's that?
They're saying that they don't think we have a shirt with just the logo and our heads.
Oh, logo
on it.
and heads.
Yeah, they want the logo on the front and all of our heads on the back with our names underneath.
Who's requesting that?
That's Rabbit
Rabbit.
Twitchy Rabbit.
Now here's a
Okay,
thought.
we
I
could-
mean, if
So
we're,
we'll see
are
what
we
we can do.
spitballing here?
Okay, you want
That-
another shirt idea?
That's what they were asking for.
Well, no, I got a shirt idea that mixes with that. You know how they got like the I
Okay.
Heart New York
Yeah.
shirts? We could do I Heart and then the pictures of us, the men, and then a tub.
Okay.
What?
That's a lot of work. That's a
I
lot
heart
of
men in a
ideas
tub.
in one shirt. I feel
Maybe.
I feel
I
like,
feel like we would just do
a
a-
T-shirt. You got to get it like when you first when you like glance at it, not
Yeah,
not like
maybe.
Wait,
Maybe
what,
we just
what
need
are
to-
those pictures? Oh, it's a play on words.
Yeah, maybe
thing.
there's
There
two
might be
there.
too much
maybe there's
there.
2 T-shirts.
Yeah, it's a
there.
shirt, not an Egyptian hieroglyph.
Thank you.
Hey, we could do
Yeah,
a shirt
teaching
with
us how to-
Egyptian hieroglyphs on
teaching
it.
us how to plant crops in the desert.
maybe we could do like just the I Heart MIAT shirt, so it looks like the
Oh, yeah.
NY.
Yeah. I like
One
it.
I was just thinking they have those shirts. I don't really. Oh, they're all right, I guess. But the ones where they have like the names, like with men or like Game of Thrones, they'd have like Tyrion and I can't remember any of the names now. But
For the heart?
it just has all the
Heart.
names on there to where it'd be Eric and Jeremy and Kyle and Nathan and Trevor, whatever. You remember that? Never mind. Sorry.
Nope.
I feel I have wasted your all time.
I
What
think
shirt
Yeah,
was
you
it?
wasted all of our time, Trevor,
shirt
and we're
was it?
disappointed.
There's those shirts that have like they have like 5 or 6 names, and then it's just something and something and something and something and something.
Hmm.
You've never seen it before? I see them like all the time. I swear.
maybe I'd have to see one and then I'd go,
like
that one.
it's like they're like just the words and
Yeah, it's
this
just
and
the
this.
word.
Yeah, I've seen those before. I never really got them though.
I don't know. I would. The only way I'd have to have something I really liked, but yeah.
So I real quick, you guys, this is kind of unprecedented. It never happens during a live show, but we just
Yeah.
got a new Patreon subscriber.
Awesome.
Whoa, yes.
So I believe
Nice.
it was God of Atheists.
Thank you.
And if
We're-
I'm
we're
wrong,
so-
And I
We're
didn't even.
guessing.
I
I'm
didn't
pretty
even
sure it's
throw
God of
out the.
If it isn't,
I
let
didn't-
us know.
I didn't even throw out the cliche.
I know.
Ad.
All that pounding must have
know.
worked.
Oh man!
So-
if people don't know what that means, we have Patreon. You can see it right below your screen if you're watching on your browser.
Just go to
And- and go to-
patreon.com/ManinaTub.
You'll figure it out.
But
find all the stuff.
thank you very much,
Thank
God of
you.
Atheists.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
thank you.
confident that's who you are, and that's fantastic.
mostly
You're-
because we
you're our
stalk you
hero.
on all the other social medias.
No, it's because we've gotten donations from him in the past.
Jeremy,
Also,
Just me then?
thanks.
Yeah,
thanks
just
for the compliment.
Jeremy's.
I appreciate the compliment. I wasn't feeling particular dapper today.
I'm fairly sure they're confusing
Oh wait,
you
yeah,
with
you're thinking of Nathan probably
Yeah,
because I don't
he
feel
could
very
be.
dapper.
Nathan is looking dapper.
Why do people keep confusing you
I
with
don't know,
me tonight?
That's the second time that's happened.
Crazy
tonight.
just pointed out that Eric just said all that pounding must have worked.
I think that's an important quote to go ahead and throw out there on Twitter tonight. Feel free to do that.
I feel like
Hashtag cool dad Eric.
that's a shirt right there.
That might be a shirt right there.
say all that pounding.
You know,
out of the word.
sometimes you
it
just
just works.
It says support us on Patreon on the back.
all that pounding must have worked. You know, I say that to Jeremy more than more often than not, really. You know?
Maybe that'll have to be a Patreon exclusive T-shirt. All that pounding
Eric,
really
I
must
thought
have
we
worked.
were keeping our
No.
intimacy out of
that should be
the
secret.
live show.
Blue Phoenix wants to know why are so many people's names red in the chat. I'm not sure. I think they know how to change
You know,
it.
there is a lot.
I don't know how you.
Or are they red and orange?
There's red
on
and
mine?
orange.
I don't know.
But I mean, Nathan wouldn't know the difference, right, Nathan?
Yeah,
Probably.
I'm guessing you're pink. I show you pink on mine, Blue Phoenix. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they all just kind of pop up differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, with a channel that's I don't know.
You're not gonna get that hashtag started, Crazy Legs. Hashtag all that pounding must have worked.
Yeah,
Really
I
bad.
think it might be though. Give it a try, Crazy. Tweet it out.
There are a number of bad
Also,
connotations.
Crazy was asking earlier how much he would get for another Men in a Tub tattoo if it had all of our faces on it.
Holy cow!
And I'm saying that it
That would have
must
to be
at
100
least all of
100,000.
our faces larger than the original shoulder tattoo. And I think it would be preferred if you make sure that those are in like lower back belt level region, just kind of right across the nape of your back. That would be impressive.
So you're saying, that'd be like what 100,000.
And with an eye heart above that.
So you're basically trying to get us on a tramp stamp on Crazy, huh?
I don't know
you
that
could
we
think
should
of it-
encourage
He
this.
could do it on the front and make it more like a belt buckle.
Are we-
Yeah, belt buckle.
I don't know which one I'm more comfortable
Are
with.
we saying 100,000 tub bucks? For that?
Absolutely,
Oh,
he
no.
could get a car
Oh
just,
no! He just said,
for that tattoo.
He just said, "Call your brother, get that LeBaron warmed up. I'm on my way."
Yes.
Make it a red LeBaron.
Highfalutin.
That would be great.
You're right, God of Atheist. That is prime surface space.
Yeah.
And by the way, for those of you who haven't seen Crazy Legs'
on
amazing tattoo, it is
Yeah, it's
on
on
YouTube
YouTube.
on our channel.
subscribe to,
You'll see it on our Facebook
which
as well.
brings me to an
Yeah,
interesting point.
another point.
If you subscribe to youtube.com/themenintub, you get more tub bucks. But I was
And if you go to Revlo and you link that account, you get even more.
yeah, that's what, and
I think that's what.
that's
he
what
meant.
I meant.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
you
when
have
I
to
was
link
looking up, I was trying to look up our channel on. I was setting up the new Apple TV today, and I was trying to look up Men in a Tub, and I was like, I searched because you can talk to the remote and it'll search, and I was like, Men in a Tub,
Oh boy,
and it was
where
just
did this go?
It was just men in a tub, like a bunch of like dudes in tubs. Some dudes
Hot.
were kissing, some dudes were just lounging, and so then I was like, okay, the Men in a Tub. It wasn't any better. So if you search for us on YouTube, you have to type in the Men in a Tub with no spaces at all to get our channel to come up.
All right.
It's really frustrating.
It could just be, though, that Google has determined based on your previous search history what you were looking for.
Yeah, they're just like,
So for other people, they may get us first thing.
The only reason I know that isn't the case is because I wasn't signed into an account on that YouTube app yet. So it was
Maybe it's
completely
learning.
anonymous. Maybe.
So
It became self-aware. Humanity will
Actually-
die in a few weeks.
Actually, it's just our sick joke to make you go to YouTube and look at videos of dudes kissing in tubs.
Blue Phoenix has a
not a
prank
joke for
call
ladies.
suggestion.
Yeah.
We've done plenty of prank calls on here, and to be honest, lately they've been failing.
Yeah, we've been doxing a lot of people unintentionally,
We're trying to work on it.
but I think it's because we run on a very tight budget and we've like Jimmy rigged a way to make calls, but then we didn't realize that the audio was like going out to
Well,
you
I think
guys.
you were trying to edit something, and then
Yeah.
it sent the audio out to them, and we didn't hear it.
Yeah, it was.
But they
it was
told
bad.
us we did it, so that's great.
So they want us to prank call people and just say, "Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?" All at the same time.
Yes.
So
All
wait,
of us?
Wait, one
Yeah.
of us has to say.
There's no way we'd
No,
be
no, no,
synced
no,
up
no,
on
no,
that.
We
no.
can practice it. Let's
No,
practice
no,
it
no,
now.
No. Here's
Oh,
how
wait.
it goes. Eric, you're gonna say "Welcome to Good Burger," and Kyle's gonna say "Home of Good Burger."
Good burger.
I think this would be worse.
and
You would say, "Can I take your order?" Then
yeah.
it'd be over. That'd be
no,
three of us.
and then Trevor says all at the same time, and then Nathan laughs.
Now, Blue Phoenix, do you
Yeah.
have like
No.
someone in particular that you want us to call?
We're not looking up Lemonade Party, by the way.
Wait, who asked us to do that?
Meow.
No.
It's more
It's
so because
actually-
God of Atheist says that funny story on how he found the channel totally wasn't Googling Men in a Tub.
That's funny.
And I said totally not how we came up with the name either.
It's it's.
I feel like Eric's planning something, guys, so just be careful.
Oh
Yeah.
No, I was trying to see if this was working yet, and I don't think it is, but
Oh, I hear it.
we'll see what happens. I'm calling myself as a
I
test.
was gonna say.
I was like, wait, who are we calling?
Don't die, Nathan.
Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Hi, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear
In the
me?
microphone.
I can't hear you through your
Yeah, I
phone's
don't hear your
microphone.
phone.
Check. See, that's the problem. Is it's not quite. It's just not.
Twitchy
quite
Rabbit bought a shirt, so
Whoop,
tell you what, Twitchy
awesome.
Rabbit, you
Thank
get
you.
a picture of yourself, send it to us on Twitter if you wearing that shirt, and you'll get an extra $1,000 Tub.
Them's the rules.
Them's the rules.
They may have been made up right now.
They
but
were not
them's
made
the
up right
rules.
now. That is a true thing.
1,000 $1,000.
I'm
If
pretty
you
sure
buy
that's
a
been
shirt,
around for a while.
that's been
We've just
around.
never
Okay.
used it.
Oh,
That's
okay.
true. That
It
may
doesn't,
be.
Kyle. It doesn't count when you make your own Men in a Tub shirt that looks like an ugly sweater
never-
and you wear it to the show.
I
You
never
don't get
requested
extra
the Tub
shirt-
bucks
Tub
for
bucks
that.
for that. And Crazy Legs, it also doesn't count if you take your own T-shirt and draw on it and then cut off the sleeves and wear that in Las Vegas. But that is amazing when
Oh,
you
but
do
it
that.
makes a great
Yeah,
story.
It made a great
Yeah.
story.
boof boog.
Man, I feel like this year, I mean, I'm gonna have to do at least one stream where I resurrect Boof Boog when the new
Might as well.
show comes out.
One of these days we should do a WWE stream and make boof boog.
Yes.
Actually, I'm semi
Hello?
thinking about doing a stream that would be a weekly stream or something, or a semi-weekly stream.
Yeah.
Where I'm just playing as Boof Boog and going through that, and it would
Okay.
just be the legend of
The
Boof
life,
Boog.
the legend.
I like that.
That'd be the stream. That'd be the name of the stream. The
That would
legend
be-
of Boof Boog.
That would be kind of awesome.
Hello.
And-
I think I kind of
that
hear you.
sounds
Crazy
Nate-
Legs,
okay,
thank you
okay.
very much for
Hey.
posting the video.
Nathan,
Yes.
just you talk.
Okay.
All right.
Visually spectacular, intensely action-packed, and
No, you're
powerfully
done. You're
prophetic.
done. You're
Okay.
done. I think I finally figured out. I finally got the audio right. So if we want to prank phone call someone, we can totally do it. How did we get a Nintendo
Not
Switch?
telling. Not telling.
We don't.
Not telling. We are under an NDA.
We
and
didn't.
are unable.
Stop it, Jeremy. We didn't
Yeah,
get an.
we didn't get one.
You didn't sign.
Sorry,
the
that was.
NDA?
Did you say something in our title, Trevor, that we got a Nintendo Switch?
I guess I didn't mean that we got one. I guess.
Trevor, you jerk.
It
What'd
doesn't
you
matter.
say?
Leave it. Leave it.
What did I say? I said. Tubcast episode 76 and Nintendo Switch reveal.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
That's okay.
I
Yeah.
I didn't mean to imply that we had one.
Not yet.
We're
It
super-
hasn't shipped yet. Is what he's trying to say.
So what are we gonna say?
Ship switch.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. May I take your order?
Yeah. Did they whisper a phone number for us?
Did they?
I don't know. I don't think
Are
so.
we calling someone? Are
Oh.
we doing this?
I thought we were.
We thought we were. Honestly, we're just having fun tonight,
Yeah,
right?
because it's just like we're just it's before
We're kind of hanging out until it's time for Nintendo.
the Switch time. Meows.
Meow's upset, Trevor.
I'm sorry.
They all
No,
thought you had a Switch.
I'm sorry.
Trevor,
No,
you
Trevor
jerk.
normally
I do
does
not-
get everything.
I
I
thought
do
we
not
had a
have
Switch too, Trevor.
Quite
Yeah,
those
I know.
Dang it.
connections.
Gosh, I'm super mad now.
See, the problem was he had one, but then he was watching an old Frankenstein movie, and Dr. Frankenstein yelled, "Throw the Switch," and he's like, "All right."
Oh, and it broke. Okay.
That's what happened.
Dr.
I'm just
Frankenstein.
compelled to do things that people tell me to, even if it's on a movie.
Even if it's not directed at him, he's like, "Well, all right."
Fine.
Yeah.
It used to be my safe word, but then it got like misinterpreted. So
They're gonna whisper their friend's baby brother's phone number.
that's awesome.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Do that.
We'll just break into our regularly program scheduled words.
Did Crazy Legs change colors?
He can
Yeah,
do that.
he does
has
that a
the
lot.
magic.
Actually,
Okay.
it's not that hard if you click on that little gear.
Shut your mouth.
If you're
You're
in the
ruining the
chat,
magic.
Ruining the
Oh.
There's magic in the gear. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna be this bluish one.
Yes, anger leads to hate. Hate leads to darkness. It's just the path to the dark side. Thank you, God of Atheists, for reminding us.
Yeah. Excellent.
And who called Crazy Legs a girl? He's super offended. Somebody.
No. Meow said something about funding his Boof Boog comic book idea with Girl Scout cookies, and he said, "Do I have to become a girl?"
You know, when Crazy Legs first started joining us, I kind of thought he was a girl too, just because of the name.
Yeah.
Is that terrible?
We thought he had some crazy
Very
legs.
sexist. to
Hey,
me.
I used
That's
the,
like forever ago.
Kyle, I used the gear. Look, I don't have a crown anymore.
I see that. Where'd you get that at?
Is that cool or what?
You have a battery now.
I
You have a
battery.
different
It says I'm
Turbo.
turbo. I don't know why. I have no idea.
Is it because you never shut up?
You know,
hard.
last week was pretty impressive when it was just me for 6 minutes.
No, you do an awful lot of talking in the chat. That was what I meant actually.
Oh, is that what it means? I'm
Yeah.
gonna
I don't
find
know,
out
maybe
what it
that's-
means. It's a chat badge, and it means
It looks like there's channel
it just
badges
says show
too.
everyone how turbo you are.
Yeah, when we become
When we become awesome, we can
Twitch
give out
partners,
those.
we can make our own emojis and stuff.
So it just
That
tells
sounds
people how
cool.
turbo I am.
Man, I haven't been turbo since we gave up those powers and went off into space and became the Space Rangers.
Yeah.
Oh, God of Atheists is
Power
turbo
Rangers,
too.
Ray of Friends.
God of Atheists is turbo too.
Nice.
You guys are besties.
Turbo Bros.
Turbo Bros.
Power Ranger Turbo.
Wait, that is not
should
Turd
we-
Bros.
Should we
that's
cover
means
any
something.
stories?
Yes.
I mean, maybe a couple.
I don't know. We don't.
Should
have
we?
to.
We have a lot.
We can briefly mention a.
We have a lot of stories.
I say we do. We got like a half hour before the big reveal.
Turbros. Yeah. Thanks
happening?
for your enthusiasm.
Woo!
Woo! I was gonna. Let's cut to the news.
It's time for the only news stories worth talking about.
Yay!
Bye, kids. You guys are great.
What do you live longing and prosper?
I don't know. I'm just doing the Vulcan hand greeting on the screen with God of Atheist.
Oh, okay,
You know?
cool. So this first story comes from uprocks.com. Did I mention how much I missed you last week, Kyle, when I had to read all the stories?
Yeah, it was
I
amazing.
struggled a little
We
bit.
almost.
I'm gonna be honest. I was a little lazy with these stories, so I'm not as up
Prepared.
to snuff and prepared as usual. But that's just because I didn't know how many of them we'd actually get through before
that's all right.
Nintendo.
All right, so this first story is pretty self-explanatory. It's from Uprocks. It says, deer and monkeys are having consensual sex now, according to science.
Okay.
Yes, there
Go
are,
on.
There are monkeys and deer that are doing the horizontal polka.
Thanks,
Can they
Urkel.
even get horizontal?
No,
Does that work?
I'm
So
fairly
what's
sure deer are
happening?
standing up through the entire process.
Right. So what's happening here is let me see if I can. It's male Japanese macaques and
What?
macaques.
What? Say that again.
MACAQUE. Isn't that a macaque?
I think it's macaque.
Macaque.
Yeah.
Macaque.
I think your pronunciation
You're
is
cack.
fitting.
And female Sika deer, they have reported that there is some consensuality between the two of them.
So, they first ask directly
No, so
and wait
what's
for a direct yes response, not an assumed response because both were intoxicated.
no? So here's what's
I'm
happening.
kind of bummed that the video got taken down, actually.
Dang it!
I'm not too disappointed.
It didn't sound like it was that bad. It's just
According to the Oxford English Dictionary, it's macaque.
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 So it's a
Give me back my cake.
give me back my cake.
So them sick monkeys was
Yeah, they were
with
doing
McCake.
something with cake.
No, if you want to
Batter.
Google it, I'm sure there's some video out there. This
It
is
just-
not fake news.
It just said that the video contained graphic images of animal humping. It's not like we've never seen that on National Geographic or anything.
Yeah.
Kyle often watches National Geographic for the.
Actually, no, I don't. I've not watched that in a while. It's usually Discovery Channel.
Oh.
I've been watching a lot of the Alaskan bush people.
Wait, he already sent the number.
already said
Oh,
it,
did he?
Eric.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You
Cool
gotta
it, bro.
Scroll up on them in the tub.
I was yelling a lot.
So noted.
Okay, so are we going to break into the news here with the
I don't
special
know.
report?
I don't know. Let's do it.
There's a special report.
Yeah, we're gonna make
We're
a phone
gonna
call.
bringing it to you
Or do we
live.
want to do that now, or do you want to
what are we
hear what
gonna-
happened with the monkeys?
Oh yeah, finish the monkeys.
Okay, so the Japanese macaques have been in the past known to ride along on deer, but the researchers say that the monkeys in the new study showed clear sexual behavior towards several female deer. Some of those deer tried to escape, but others apparently consented to the behavior and, quote, accepted the mount.
Okay,
the
that is-
researchers
that is
write in the
not-
journal Primates.
That is not
Consensual?
making it consensual if you just give up and let them
so
do it.
the research.
That's like-
That's closing your
please,
eyes and thinking of England.
People, please
hang on.
don't think that means consensual if she's passed out, all right?
No, the
That
deer
is
aren't
not-
passed out. I
Hang
saw
on,
the
they're
video.
They're not passed out. Oh,
Are you sure this
geez.
isn't a 404?
No, so the
waiting to happen?
researchers wrote that one deer seemed to accept to be ridden by the male macaque, and that it was apparently licking sperm that had been deposited on its back by the monkey. Another deer refused the mount and threw the macaque off its back.
So some deer are into it, and others aren't, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just weird. I did see the video and it was quite disturbing, but it did seem like the deer.
But he was kind of into it.
Well, no, I was just saying that thinking the deer were like kind of like okay with it. Like surprisingly, they didn't seem like at least the one in the video.
Yeah, I just watched it right now, and they're like, it's whatever.
Yeah, they don't seem to mind too much, I guess.
Next up. on
I will
National
say
Geographic.
though, I was right. The monkey is horizontal. The deer is not.
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so we're calling a friend, and we're just gonna say. Do you want to? Are we
We're
all gonna
breaking
say
in.
it? Are we all gonna say it?
I don't know.
No,
I-
you're the best on the.
I'll just do it then.
You'll just do it.
I'd do it, but
Whatever.
These wimps don't
So
want to
what?
do it.
Okay, do we have a plan here? Or?
Yeah, Eric's gonna.
Crazy
talk,
We're trying
to
and
take a
that's
burger
how it's
order.
gonna work.
Crazy Legs, stop following
I-
us every week. It doesn't do you any good.
He gets his name on our YouTube page because he's on every video.
I didn't hear it that time though.
Yeah, I forgot to load the
Oh.
thing. So. Well, it's good he didn't hear it. We
That's
don't need
true.
to give him
Yeah.
any more attention.
Yeah.
You
for
keep talking
always
about it.
follow-
though.
Oh, that's
There's
true.
that.
Oh, Jeremy,
Called you out.
you have a very valid point there.
Always.
Okay, let me see if I can get this quiet on the set. We're making a phone call. They're not answering. Come on. Pick up the phone. Answer the phone.
Starting to become a fail.
I'm not going to let that number.
disgust me.
Okay. All right.
You disgust.
So here's what
There you go,
I'm going to
guys.
call one more time because sometimes they ignore the first one. Okay?
What?
Yeah, sometimes they do.
I think you're a debt collector.
Yeah. They're like, oh, I didn't pay my whatever bill. There's probably some things that would be really awkward to have, like, a bill for. Like one of them lifelike lady dolls.
Yeah.
Those things are like 20 grand or something, I think. I don't think this person's going to answer. Where's Phoenix in the chat? What's going on? Crazy Leg said that he got prank called at work today by a guy in India threatening to turn off his work's electricity.
Bummer.
Oh, yeah. Well, all right. Give us some more numbers. Cause,
Yeah.
Well, we
Oh.
that worked about as well as
Bye.
most of them do.
Oh, they gave me another one.
Oh no.
Oh,
Blue
no.
Phoenix really wants this to happen.
Okay, I'm willing to do it. Just because, what else do we
We've
got
got
to do?
time. We've got stories.
I mean, sure.
I mean,
There we go. Thanks for the other number. Quiet. Let's see if this one works.
I'm sorry,
but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
Crap, now everyone knows it was a person.
Oh,
no.
We doxed
Dang it.
another person. All right. Well, thanks, Blue Phoenix, for sending us the numbers, but nobody's picking up. So we'll go on to our next story.
Trevor, are you sure you weren't trying to make fun of their name in the chat there by calling them Blue Panics? Like the X is an S?
Blue Panics.
Gosh, I'm sorry.
I mean, we all know what BD stands for.
Panics
so
at the disco.
You're like,
Panics
whoa.
at the disco.
I didn't
Yours
even
is
know.
blue and mine is big.
I didn't even notice.
Oh,
I did that.
now Meow is sending
Oh, jeez.
phone numbers.
Oh no.
Thanks, Meow. I'll do it. Whatever.
Are we doing the same thing?
I'm so scared.
I don't care. We'll just good burger these people.
Good burger. Act like they called you.
Hello?
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
Oh my fucking god.
We ain't got that. Sorry.
We'll have a number one with
Okay.
onion rings.
Would you like to make that super good size?
Ew.
No? Okay.
No.
Do you want a hot apple pie?
Okay, that's just nasty.
I'm not sure that it is. It's delicious. It's made like your grandmother's with cinnamon and freshly picked apples and deep fried in hot peanut oil.
You lost me at grandmother.
We all sorry. Would you like anything else? Would you like a large diet soda?
Ew, no. Aspartame gives you cancer.
That's not true. I just read an article on that this week at theoutline.com. So, anything else? Does that complete your order, ma'am?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant night. That will not be delivered anytime soon.
All right, perfect. See you tomorrow.
They just said, see you tomorrow. So I think they know me.
That person was a good sport. That was a good choice, Meow.
Yeah.
You should have just said, "All right, pull around to window number 2 and hung
Yeah,
up."
I know. They will not see me tomorrow, unfortunately.
That was a redemptive one.
I think they thought you were going dirty with the
I
apple
know.
pie
I
thing.
wasn't even trying.
You lost me at Grandma.
I gotta say, you recovered with the apple pie, like describing it
Yeah.
pretty well.
Yeah.
No, cinnamon, apples,
Yeah.
delicious.
Not in peanut oil.
Oh man. Oh, that was you. Oh, well, you're welcome.
Oh.
Oh.
I kind of thought it might have been, but
I
I'm down
wondered.
for that. So wait, you're
Okay.
gonna see Eric tomorrow?
That's not true. I'm pretty sure.
That's impossible.
I don't think so.
And you go on that
I
hot
don't think
date
that the
with Trevor?
time.
I'm not. Yeah,
Warp.
you weren't talking to Trevor. That was me. All right. So.
So do you like eggs and bacon in the morning?
Wait, can we just address that Jeremy throws something out there and then he's like, creepy?
Oh, that was creepy.
I just said something.
I'm so creepy.
That's what I do. Hey, wait. Normally people have to pay to talk to us live. Meow just tricked us.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you
true.
very
That
much.
was a good scam.
That was a good scam.
It was a long con. What did it say? Now you have. Oh, that's true. That is even creepier.
Oh no!
Thanks for. Actually, well, that number is
That's actually a
my
Tub number.
Yeah, it's not my personal number. So.
That's funded by your Patreon donations.
Yeah. Call. Wait, 706 number. Call him. He answers. Say, you just said ask. He's pulling. What? No, not gonna do that. Sorry. Let's move on. The next story that we have comes from Boston.
NBC Boston.
NBC Boston.
To be specific.
It says New Hampshire lawmaker proposes ban on Russian vodka in response to election hacking.
Yes. So with all the stories about the hacking of the election by Russia, there is someone in New Hampshire, a lawmaker, who is proposing a state ban on Russian-made vodka as a retaliation for this alleged interference. The senator behind the proposal says that the ban is an appropriate way to respond, but vodka lovers say that the proposal is just plain silly. I thought it was crazy. I think the senator is losing it. It was a Republican state representative Al Baldessaro says. I mean, really, like, why? I don't understand what this is going to prove by cutting off Russian vodka. I don't,
Is that really that big of an import?
I don't, in New Hampshire, it must be.
I think Russian vodka probably is a fairly large import.
I just can't imagine that hurting the Russians that much.
It hurts, some capitalists, I guess, in the United States.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, it is. They said that it is quite popular inside our state liquor stores. So they said last year the State Liquor Commission sold $6.4 million worth of Russian liquor.
Weird.
So if passed, the bill would not automatically ban it. It would simply create that committee to explore the state's response to the alleged hacking.
I was curious how big an import Russian vodka is to the U.S., and I found out this is not the first time the U.S. has done this. Apparently, they did it in August of 2014, too.
And that lasted for a hot second.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's probably too concerned about this, but I mean, it's good to know that it's a possibility. But it just seems like a really lame, like, we're mad about stuff, and so
You know what? I don't want your vodka either.
Yeah, I don't want any of that. All right, this next story comes from comingsoon.net. It says, this is a weird combination here. Tim Burton and Will Smith may team up for live action Dumbo.
Live action? How do you do that?
Well, so
lots of CG.
Every
it's not
single
live action.
It's still live action.
Jungle Book.
Like the Jungle Book.
Disney has officially run out of new animation material because they've decided that they're going to make every single one of their classic animated movies into an live action film. They had Alice in Wonderland several years ago. You've also got Beauty and the Beast, which is coming out this year, and then the Jungle Book.
Cinderella, Maleficent.
Yep. So they've had several of them. Was Cinderella a Disney one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I wasn't sure that one wasn't mentioned in here, and I remember it coming out.
This one's been on the books for a while. I'm surprised it took this long to get any traction.
Really?
But yeah, so
Dumbo as
I
live
haven't
action?
heard about Will Smith, but I heard about Tim Burton a long time ago. Like
a live
2013.
action Dumbo was on the docket. They were just like, this needs to get done.
Yep.
Because Dumbo was so popular.
Yep.
I liked Dumbo.
I'm not saying Dumbo wasn't
Why
good.
did you not?
I'm just
did
saying.
you not like Dumbo?
It was okay. I'm just saying on this
Trevor,
list. On
the
list
door
of
is
movies.
over there.
Man.
I'm saying on the
Leave.
list of Disney classic movies.
Are you
Wait.
I would
kidding
think
me?
like Aladdin.
That's
would be.
because
Aladdin isn't even in the same category as classic.
yeah, the Aladdin is a '90s movie. Trevor, you
Okay,
big baby.
Sorry.
Nathan has his hand up.
I wasn't born, 100 years ago.
What, Nathan?
You know what classic means.
Let Nathan talk.
Go ahead, Nathan, in the TV.
I was just going to suggest maybe Tim Burton cast Will Smith because he got so much flack for around the time that the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children came out because he never cast black people in major roles.
Oh, that could be.
Well, and I mean, if they ever decided to make that whole animated Disney to real life universe and have like a team up movie with the Avengers, he couldn't use Johnny Depp again because he's already the Mad Hatter. So,
Jeremy, what? Jeremy just typed in the chat WJS.
That's what I was like.
Are you dyslexic?
Social?
Yeah, I typed wrong. Shut up.
That's super wrong.
Warrior Justice Soldier.
So wrong. In fact, it is completely backwards.
It looks like a department store's name.
Trevor,
I
you
typed wrong.
WJ's.
you ticked off crazy. He says he takes
I'm
offense to
sorry.
your Disney movie preferences. Good day to you, sir.
I honestly haven't seen Dumbo for like 20 years, but I don't know. It's just not the first movie I'd think of when I'm just like.
I think so because I loved Dumbo when I was a kid.
Dumbo's a good movie.
Dumbo was
Dumbo was
awesome.
fantastic.
Yeah, except for the part where it is a little racist. You're right, meow. That's probably true.
Oh, because they have the black people doing all the manual labor.
Well, it was really period. It was really more like documentary period specific. I
So
think.
is that maybe that's why they cast Will Smith to try and
He's gonna.
Oh yeah,
What
maybe.
are you saying,
Dumbo.
Kyle?
He's gonna be
Yet
scooping
again,
Dumbo.
Kyle
He's
proves
saying
to be racist.
he's saying that they're trying to counteract the
they're
racism
trying to
in Dumbo.
counteract the
Yeah,
racism of
is
the
it-
original
this-
Dumbo.
Can I
Is it because he
guys?
makes noodles?
Shh, no, let me clarify what Kyle was trying to say here.
I
Kyle,
don't know that I want you to
Kyle
clarify.
was trying to say that he hired Will Smith to be surrounded by white actors, and Will Smith would be the only one doing manual labor in the movie.
That's what I took it as.
He flaps Dumbo's ears. Has to run around to each one.
Their practical sound or their practical special effects.
Why are you?
Maybe they'll bring a noodle maker with him too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder when that.
they're the
movie's
ones
gonna
who
get made.
put down the tents,
It's all
and
right.
they're the
guys
high
are-
wire walkers because they have small feet.
I like that Kyle just like
Kyle.
can't defend himself.
I
Anymore.
can't because anything that I say, you guys are all so good at just damning me with. So
I knew what you meant, Kyle.
I know you did because I had made eye contact with you. You knew
That's
what was up.
creepy.
Is that just your catchphrase for the night?
I made eye contact with them.
That's
Eye
creepy. Hashtag Jeremy says.
I don't think that one's gonna catch on, Kyle.
I know.
Blue Phoenix is
try.
really want me to call that number. Maybe later. Wait, actually, gosh.
Oh, jeez, crazy. The Omahanians are a very tolerant people. See them in their natural habitat.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Tim Burton's he's kind of hit or miss.
He's
anymore.
very hit or miss.
Like I don't know what to expect. But we will see.
Well, I bet Dumbo's gonna have some daddy issues.
You think so?
Yep.
And you'll never see the sun the entire movie.
Dumbo has a son?
No, the sun. Like,
Oh.
Dumbo is the sun. Dumbo is the sun.
Wait, you'll never see Dumbo in Dumbo?
no, the sun.
Wouldn't that
like
be
the,
something?
The sun in space, like the thing that heats us and gives us life. This next story comes from the Huffington Post. It says your favorite Game of Thrones actor Peter Dinklage might be in Avengers.
Yes, there are reports that Dinklage may be joining the cast of the Avengers Infinity War, and there's not a whole lot to go off of right now. They're not even saying what the role could be. No one's wanting to confirm anything, but they said that if he does join, that with the timeline of how they are shooting Game of Thrones Season 7, is going through the end of February with filming, and then next season it's not picking up until September. And then the production of the Avengers movie will take place this summer. So they may be able to squeeze him in with his...
Now you're coming after the little people, aren't you, Kyle? You just can't give it up, can you?
There's the door, buddy. There's the door, buddy.
Oh, so they might be able to squeeze him in, huh? Because he's short?
Yep, that's exactly what I was saying.
Wow. He's probably gonna end up being a mechanic on one of their ships because he can fit into tight spaces.
That's what Ant-Man is for.
So what role?
It's Ant-Man's sidekick. Is that what you're saying, Nathan?
What role would he play? Then?
I don't even know.
They do say he's in talks to play a key role.
I was confused for a bit because I was like, he totally was in a Marvel movie. Then I realized it was X-Men.
It was X-Men, so he wasn't in the
yeah.
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
What character would he fit in from the comics that have they hypothesized?
They haven't really hypothesized anything. I mean, with it being something that's going to shift more towards space, with at least the assumption is that there will be a lot more cosmic stuff involved. There's a lot more options, I think, that you could maybe even see him playing an alien. That's a first thought that I have.
Because of little green men.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I feel like whoever wrote this article was trying to troll Eric because they say Plus, he's already appeared in another superhero movie, Days of Future Past, a.k.a. The Best X-Men.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And then they follow that up with Avengers should be a piece of cake or piece of shawarma, perhaps, since the Avengers love shawarma.
Freaking shawarma.
And there's a GIF of it.
And
then
there's a
at the
GIF.
bottom it says, I think that Captain America dropping that shield is him letting go of that identity, said the director. It's him admitting that certainly the identity of Captain America was in conflict with the very personal choice that he was making. And then they go on to say in the article, so it looks like there's an opening for a new Cap. What do you say, Tyrion?
And then there's a gif of him going, oh.
No.
All right. Well, yeah, that's interesting. I mean, it could be. I feel like they've got to be running out of money but I guess they're just making money hand over fist, so it doesn't really matter. But they're just like hiring every A-list actor is gonna be a superhero eventually, right? There's not gonna be one that is not known as a superhero.
Some of them have
Probably.
to be supervillains.
Whoa.
Creepy.
There's an ad on my article here, and it's got a bearded Ted Mosby.
Oh, weird.
In
Wait,
some,
what?
Yeah, it looks like he's
PBS
going to be in
show.
a PBS
Weird.
Civil War movie.
Yeah, if you
or
guys search the
special or
internet
something.
enough yourself, you might see that ad.
Tater Tot says, incredible journalism. Thank you,
you.
Tater Tot. Yes,
Thank you.
that's what we're known for. Farts and bounds.
Farts and balanced. It says so in our agenda.
In a jar.
All right, let's check in over on Nintendo.
Our
here
agenda
real
is not
quick.
in a jar.
$100
No.
Patreon gift will get you this
Oh,
jar.
oh,
we've got this guy's DJing.
Yo, whoa, what's up? Yo.
Do we have some audio? Yeah, let's listen in live.
Just listen in a little quick here live. It's really quiet.
I like mine better.
Yeah, can we do
It's-
our own sound
It's
track
super.
to this?
The audio is super quiet.
Can we do our own soundtrack? No. Refresh your screen, Mutiny.
Yeah,
Hey,
maybe Teddy.
you. Welcome back.
Hey,
It's-
Teddy.
You must have joined nice and early because I think I changed it. I had it initially. It said Drawful too. It should say.
That was last
If you refresh it, it should say episode 76.
All right, this next story comes from IGN, and it says, years after release, someone's found the first aliens in Elite Dangerous. Can I ask a quick question? Because I feel like Trevor's a resident know-it-all on this topic.
Yes, please.
Couldn't this have just been patched in? Are they trying to say this has been there since the beginning?
I think what they were trying to do is, I don't know that it necessarily was there at the beginning. I think they kind of have been, they've been working up to this, and it's expected that this will signal a big alien invasion.
But why are people so surprised? Because couldn't it have been patched in?
Yeah, but the way they did it's really cool. And if you watch the video, it's really cool how they did it, and it's just something that would, if it happened to you, it'd be like, oh, this was awesome. I don't know. I mean, it's maybe it's only exciting for me who plays the game, but it's
You
just,
really haven't played much of it, though, have you? I thought you were kind of more of a Star Citizen.
I was.
Yeah.
I hadn't played it for a long time, but then I started playing it for a while, and I really got into it, and I've actually started playing it recently again.
Did you find the alien?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Some more
Yeah.
gaming news. Look for aliens.
Well, go watch the video, and not now, but if you
Yeah.
after the show, you watch the video.
We're
it's pretty cool,
important.
so.
Yeah, watch the video. See if you think it's worth it.
Yeah, speaking of Star Citizen, I listened to a podcast the other day with Mark Hamill, and I hate that it made me want to play that game a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because he seemed excited about
I
it.
think it'll be if it.
Dang it.
I still think it'll come out great or it'll be a good game if all their promises pay off. But
Yeah.
until
Well,
that's
I
seen,
think it'll be a great game a while from now. I don't think it's going to come out soon, and
It was funny though, because he was talking about this TV show he's doing with Comic-Con.com, and he's talking about how much money the other how much Star Citizen had earned or had made already for making the game, and he's like, I'm over here trying to make a TV show and just make $8 million, and I can't even barely raise that. It's
Yeah.
where these video game fans are just so generous and everything. So
yeah, that's cool.
it's cool.
Yeah, I think hopefully it pays off. Hopefully it's a good game. Bummer for people that were looking forward to Scalebound. If you wanted to scale a dragon with cool headphones around your neck, you're kind of bummed because this game is canceled officially.
I have to say, when the first reveal, I was like, oh, this kind of looks dumb. But I was actually kind of excited about it, which is why I brought it here, just because I thought it looked cool. You could ride your dragon around, and it was co-op stuff. And
I never really saw anything that made me excited about this game.
I'd say the first time they revealed it, I thought, cool idea, maybe it'll be neat. And then the second time I saw it, was it at E3 this last year that they showed
might have
it?
been.
I think it's been
And
around
I was
for
like,
a couple years.
the gameplay just didn't look that exciting. But
Yeah.
I have to say, I kind of thought the gameplay looked like Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
And I actually really enjoyed that game, so I might have been wrong.
So
but
wait, this was How to Train Your Dragon 3 we're talking about?
yes, Jeremy.
Okay,
No, I think it'd
cool.
be 4. There's
Four.
already
there's
3
already
movies.
three.
Yeah.
Okay, I got lost. I mean, after 2, I
This
really
might be a
wasn't into it. So.
side story or something. I don't know. I don't. Maybe it would have been a cool game. Microsoft's list of first party titles are really starting to dwindle. I mean, you look at Sony; they've got a lot. They've probably got like twice as many first party games coming out in 2017, but a lot of them are kind of the JRPG type. But still, it's kind
But
of
one
a
of the
bummer.
ones in the article, it mentions a few of them. They said Halo Wars 2, which I guess if you're a big Halo fan, that might be exciting. Crackdown 3, you guys
That
played?
I am excited about
Crackdown.
Crackdown,
The first Crackdown, anyways. Crackdown 2, poo-poo. Crackdown 1 is fantastic. Oh, I love
Okay.
that game.
Yeah. It was a
And I
fun
never
game.
ended up playing State of Decay either.
I
don't think
State
I
of
played
Decay
State of Decay.
was a lot of fun. It definitely had a lot of flaws.
I think the second one's gonna like kind of come into its own if they really pull if they make good on the ideas of the first game, and because they're adding in multiplayer, so I think it's gonna be actually a really cool kind of zombie survival.
Well, and I think it'll probably have quite a bit larger budget to it, which is what it really needed because there was like not much polish to the last one. Yeah, I'm really excited about that one though.
Then the other one that they mentioned in the article was Sea of Thieves, which looks like
Ooh, yeah.
that game's gonna be
that
great.
game looks like
great.
that's going to be really cool. If
We've
it does
got
everything
to
that they said it
do
was
some
gonna
live streams with that
Yeah.
game.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that'll be a lot of fun for us all to go and
Yeah.
get booty. And I hear that with the booty,
Hey.
if you pound on it a lot, it pays off.
Yep.
So
Nailed it.
The other game that I didn't see anybody mention, but is supposed to be coming out this year, that is a Nintendo Nintendo. I saw it on the screen. Microsoft exclusive, at least for a while, is Cuphead. Which that one's supposed to come out at some point this year.
welcome back, Spec for Nova. I just wanted to say that since we didn't say it earlier when you jumped in there.
Yeah.
So thanks.
That game looks so pretty.
What? Which
Cuphead.
one? Cuphead. Yeah,
It does
I'm
look
excited.
really, really cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
the
it's
fact that
it's
they've
a 2D platformer, so Trevor's already out.
Right.
Yeah,
Trevor's out.
Actually,
I can't play
It's
video
intrigued
games that
me
look
enough.
like I'm watching a cartoon.
what? No.
all right.
It does look like it's watching a
Don't
cartoon.
offend
though.
him.
And that's exactly why I'm excited for it. Honestly, that looks the look is incredible.
All right, I want to jump into this last story. I'm kind of rushing it because we're going to go to Nintendo here soon. But this,
Jeremy,
Yeah,
you're
they have
keeping an eye.
57
Oh, they got
seconds.
57 seconds.
okay.
I'm keeping you.
man.
This is real quick. Here's some of the leaked Switch news. There's some games on here. It looks like they're re-releasing like Splatoon and Mario Kart 8.
That'll be fun.
And some of the other Wii U games that people probably missed out on because not very many people had a Wii U. And I think they also leaked. What else did they leak? The date of release, which they're saying on here.
17th?
30
The
seconds.
19th.
No, March
19th, right?
March 19th.
Yeah, March 19th. So we'll see if any of that stuff comes true.
We'll find
but
out.
We're
It
gonna
looks
see.
like we are getting there. So let's cut to
Unmute that.
Yeah, hold on.
Let's hear it.
Wow, YouTube is 20 seconds behind Twitch.
Oh, cool! Their numbers go down like a Switch remote thing.
Jeremy's going to watch it like 10 seconds ahead of all of us and shout out about it. Oh!
Did you know? Did you know?
He's actually
Guys, he's
like
gonna
13
say
seconds
this.
ahead.
Maybe don't do that, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just because that might be like
I know.
a distraction.
I know.
it'll ruin it.
3, 2, 1. Click. Now the music is pumping. Yeah.
Get after it, Nathan. bundled up.
I don't know. Let's take it on.
Sorry, I was replying to the chat.
So take the phone.
Oh man, it's getting so hot in here. I had to take off my. Oh,
Hey
Jeremy.
guys, I got a Nintendo shirt on.
Jeremy didn't participate.
Jeremy,
Hello,
you jerk.
everyone.
Hello.
I'm Tatsumi Kimishima
Hello.
from Nintendo.
Tatsumi.
Thank you very much to all of you who have joined us here today.
See, we take our clothes off when you tell us.
And thank you to everyone viewing the presentation live online.
Yes, thank you.
Many people around the world watched the Nintendo Switch video we released in October of last year
Yes.
Just a few.
and reacted quite positively to it.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I'm
You
positive.
guys got your act together.
And then you got mad at us for not
This
having
video
enough classics.
introduced the Nintendo Switch console, Nintendo Switch dock, Joy-Con grip,
It's Kung Fu dubbed.
and 2 Joy-Con controllers, as well as the Pro controller.
Ooh.
Nintendo Switch is a console that can be played while connected to your television, but it is also a system you can bring with you to share the fun.
Yeah, we
wherever
know
you
all
go.
this stuff.
I've seen this video.
Awesome, thanks. Okay.
Nintendo Switch is a brand new kind of home gaming
It's got
system
Skyrim on it.
that offers a wide diversity of play styles.
Yes, go on.
In today's presentation, we intend to provide a detailed introduction
please. I make
to the Nintendo Switch hardware and software.
for the Nintendo support.
And Meow is talking about erections.
No elections.
No, she corrected it.
Just-
I'd like to
Trevor.
begin by introducing the Nintendo Switch launch date, suggested retail price, and online services.
Let's go. Here we
Online
go.
service.
Taking notes.
Nintendo
What do you guys
Switch
say, 250?
will release simultaneously on March
for the lower
3rd,
one? March
2017 in
Whoa.
Japan,
3-3.
Japan,
the US,
U.S.
Canada, major European countries,
Awesome.
Hong Kong, and other territories.
You hear that? Snow Canadian or Snow Mexicans? That's
March
crazy.
3rd.
This
Three
is the
what?
suggested
joke.
retail price for Nintendo
Here it is.
Switch.
Here it
Retail
is. Here it is.
In Japan, it will be 29,980
So it's about
yen.
$300, isn't it? Or am I doing my math
Muni
wrong?
said 260.
In North America, it will be
Meow said
$299.99.
That's about what we thought.
Sounds about right.
You said 250.
For the price in Europe,
Well, I know. I said.
Please
I was-
check
I said
with your
it's
local
based on
retailer.
the yen. I thought it was.
Well, you said that before, though. I thought.
No, I did say 250 before.
Next,
but when they announced the yen,
I have
said that's
information about
$300.
Nintendo Switch online services.
Online.
They better come with some
Online.
games.
With
at
Nintendo
300.
Switch, you will of
Yeah.
course be able to enjoy online multiplayer gaming.
Yes.
Yay, about
go
time.
on.
Oh,
And
wait,
when
they've
you
done
use
that.
a smart device application that will connect to Nintendo Switch, you will be able to invite friends to play online, set play appointments, and chat with friends
Can you have friends
while
a little
enjoying
easier?
online matches and
Yeah.
compatible games.
Please say you got rid
all
of the
from your
stupid
smart device.
friend code system, and just
Users
have-
will be able to try out Nintendo Switch online services for free during a trial period after launch.
Oh, they're gonna do
Uh-oh.
a $60
Then
a year.
it will
Yeah,
become a paid
they have
service
to. Everyone
beginning
else
in the
did.
fall of 2017.
Yeah, that's fine.
We will provide additional
As long as it's not
details
more
on this
than
paid
the-
service and its features on our homepage at a later date.
Man, I'm gonna have to have 3 different
And-
services now.
I have an additional piece of information.
Ooh, go on.
With our past systems, like Nintendo 3DS and Wii U, we designed them using region locking, which limited play to software sold in the same region that the hardware was purchased.
Oh, it's region free then. Good news.
But with Nintendo Switch, we have revised our approach and decided that in general we will not apply region locking to Nintendo
Nice.
Switch
Yay,
software.
we can import games.
That's nice.
Here,
All those
I would like to
specific
switch over to
Japanese
the man
games that
responsible
you can't
for all
get.
software development for Nintendo Switch and mobile applications, Mr. Shinya Takahashi.
Shinya,
Takahashi.
Benya, Marihichi, Ho, Shinya, hey.
Whoa.
Oh, dear.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Shinya Takahashi, and I lead all Nintendo
So
software
offended.
development.
Muni Teddy
like
says he
his
will not
haircut.
pay $320
Nintendo
tax
Switch
included for a tablet.
has inherited
Okay.
DNA from each of the many hardware systems Nintendo has
Are
released
those
to date.
Levi's?
Hopefully.
The Nintendo Entertainment
got a
System
camel toe
included
going
2
on.
controllers in the base system. Game Boy made
a-
it
he
possible
calls
to
it a
bring video
Shinya toe.
games out of the home. Super NES added the X and Y buttons and
Yeah.
the L and R buttons to enhance the fun.
I remember that.
Oh, so much fun.
Nintendo 64 offered the world's first analog control
Are
stick.
they going to do the cube?
And it introduced a rumbling
They're gonna show all their
controller
consoles.
with the development of the Rumble Pack.
You know we're always up on that line.
They
being
were the first
God
to,
of
to
atheists.
buzz us.
We put a
it is.
handle on Nintendo GameCube so it could be carried around.
That's what they're.
Even at that time, we were considering a home game system that you could
in
take with you.
college dorms,
but
that
it
was a
seems we
very
were a
popular
little too soon.
thing for Smash Brothers. So
Nintendo
Very
DS
popular.
added a touchscreen. With the Wii remote, motion control became possible.
so it is going to be a touchscreen. That was a hint, wasn't it?
I think so.
And the Wii U
I think it
gamepad
also
enabled you to
means-
play games off the TV.
There might
And
be
now,
canning the development of
Nintendo
3DS
Switch
too.
has inherited all of Nintendo's entertainment
Including
DNA,
the
and we have
touchscreen.
packed each and every one of these
You know what I'm
features
not
into the
seeing?
system.
I'm not seeing the duck.
Nintendo is constantly pursuing new forms of entertainment to bring more fun and more smiles to the world.
That's it. Jeremy is
And the
not
new
impressed.
entertainment we will present in 2017 is Nintendo Switch.
Yay! This is when you clap, guys.
Thank you.
Yay.
Oh,
Oh, they did it for us. Never
Nintendo
mind.
Switch.
No, I
talk.
did it.
Oh, okay.
That was me. Crazy
Ooh,
says,
HDMI.
Tell Suzuki to untuck his shit.
Gosh, it better
Nintendo
have
Switch
HDMI.
is a video game system for the home.
This is cool.
テレビにつないで
Like
ゲ
this
ーム
You
を
connect
プレ
it
イ
to the
します
TV to play games.
テレビの前から離れてプレイ
When
す
you
る
want
と
to
き
play away from the TV,
You unhook it
you
from
just
the dock.
remove
から
Nintendo
取り外します
Switch from the dock.
Oh,
Awesome.
I can interpret Japanese.
左右のジョイコンをセ
When you
ット
attach
す
the
ると
left and right
どこででも
Joy-Con
遊ぶことがで
controllers,
きます
you can continue playing anywhere.
All right.
任天堂スイッチ
Do
は
those controls look a little
Nintendo Switch has been designed to be a home console gaming system that gives you the freedom to change your
What?
play
Did
style.
you say loose?
I said new.
Oh.
Or like a little nicer.
Yeah.
They look.
I think that's the first time we've seen them that close, though.
That
They
could
just
be
looked
it.
a little lighter or something.
They may have tweaked it a little.
Next, allow me to introduce the play styles Nintendo Switch will offer.
I got cold
TV
too right
mode.
after the mic.
Sorry,
TV
my nipples
mode.
were getting.
TV mode.
テ
What's
レビ
it?
画面を見ながら
Play
遊ぶ
games on the
テレビゲーム
TV
のスタイ
in
ルです
typical video game style.
Okay.
Okay, we know
Awesome.
this.
I figured that out.
Oh,
Tabletop
tablet-
mode.
Tabletop mode, not
スイッ
tablet
チ
mode.
本体を
Sorry.
スタン
Stand
ド
the
で立て
Nintendo Switch console up with its kickstand
What is
Okay.
and play
I stole that from
using the
Android.
Joy-Con.
Is this a conference for morons?
You can now play video
Yes.
games in front of a screen with others,
どこででも
wherever
遊
you
べ
like,
るようにします
even away from the TV.
携帯モード
Handheld mode.
Handheld mode.
That's
左
without
右
the
のジョイコ
little.
ンをスイッチ
Attach
で
the left and right
屋
Joy-Con
内
to
で
the
も屋
system.
外でも
You can take it with you and play indoors, outdoors, or anywhere you
ジョイ
like.
コンの一つを家族や
And
友
what do you
達に
think of
渡して
handing a Joy-Con to a friend or family member
Joy-Con.
and
I don't
sharing the
think.
joy
I think that sounds
right
terrible.
then and there?
But maybe.
Joy-Con.
I guess it might work for a
バ
very
ッテリー
simple
の持
game.
続時間は
Battery life will vary by game, but it will range from 2.5 hours to 6.5 hours.
6.5時間
So
になります
2 hours.
Yeah, so an hour and a half.
And you will be able to play while charging the system
Okay, that's very good.
using the
Okay.
included AC
USB-C.
adapter and USB certified portable batteries.
That's
画面
good.
は
Alright.
静電容量
The
式のタッチ
screen
パネル
uses a
OS
capacitive
looks real
touch
clean.
It
panel.
looks, yeah, nice.
Wi-Fi に接続して
Someone's
You can
gonna have
connect
to
over
take
Wi-Fi
like a
for
bag
multiplayer
with a Big old
battles.
battery in it.
Yeah.
Local multiplayer.
最大で
And up to
8台
8
の
Nintendo Switch
Oh,
systems
boy.
can be connected
Local
for local
通信で
wireless
繋いで遊ぶことが
multiplayer
8
gaming.
games.
Nice.
Cool. We could stream that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think
With
it's
its
neat,
3 play
but that
styles,
battery life
Nintendo
is
Switch evolves
rough.
gameplay, making
Yeah.
it more active and offering greater freedom of play. And what makes this possible are the Joy-Con
Meow says, wonder
controllers.
how hot that
I
new.
don't know if
To
I
tell
like
you
that
more
Joy-Con.
about the new types of play the
Charging.
Joy-Con will enable,
Yeah.
and to tell you about Nintendo Switch
Like
software,
joystick
I'd
and
like to switch
controller
things over
combined
to
into
General
one
Development
word.
Producer Yoshiaki Koizumi. Thank you very much.
The Phantom of the
Hello,
Opera.
everyone. I am Nintendo Switch General Development Producer
said the battery
Yoshiaki
life
Koizumi.
spectral.
It's great to be
Yeah,
here.
it's 2 to 6 hours. Depending
Controllers
on
are
the game.
very
Well, they said
important
2
when
and
it
a
comes
half,
to video
so
games,
probably
right?
2 hours playing Skyrim.
And I suspect all of you are wondering what the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con are like.
Yeah.
Allow me to introduce them to you in detail.
They have a joystick. and
They are
buttons,
tiny and made of plastic.
and you push them, and things happen.
Ooh.
These are the Joy-Con set in the Joy-Con grip.
Yeah, they are.
This is the basic style when playing on the TV.
That does look really small.
Now,
Stop
let
flirting
me
in the
remove the
chat.
Joy-Con.
Is that a euphemism, Meow?
These are the
Mutiny
Joy-Con.
Teddy said, "How hot do you want it?" Meow said, "So hot, gotta boil my ramen."
There is a left and a right Joy-Con.
Oh, wow.
Each Joy-Con has an analog stick.
Just stop
And
treating
each
us like
stick
morons.
can also be pressed
different
like a
culture
button.
than
Translation.
No, it's not
It
translation.
is. Why are you being so rude to them?
This Joy-Con has the familiar
hates
A,
Nintendo.
B,
You hate
X,
noodle
Y
makers.
buttons. And
I
beneath
want to
them
like
is the
Nintendo,
home
but this
button.
is just ridiculous.
Home button.
It's this house-shaped mark.
I appreciate them taking their time to really
There is an
introduce it to me.
NFC reader-writer
An NFC
Ooh,
reader writer.
That's for your amiibos.
that can
Oh,
read
good.
and write amiibo data as well.
if you jam it onto your stick.
And please look at the square button on this Joy-Con.
Yeah, what's that about? I
Oh,
wanted to know what
wait.
that was.
This is the capture button for capturing screenshots
Oh,
of
cool.
your
Oh,
gameplay.
Nice.
Good.
That's actually
I'm
kind
glad
of
they
like
did
it.
that.
In the future, it will be able to capture video as well.
It actually makes Xbox the only one.
You'll
that
be
doesn't
able
have
to
that
share the screens you
accessible
capture
just
with
to press.
friends over social media.
No, you tell-
media. I like the way he displayed that for us.
Social media.
And each Joy-Con includes
Yeah, I know you
accelerometer
can double
and gyro
hit home and
sensors,
then press
making
Y.
independent left and right
the
motion
Xbox.
control like this possible.
He
Oh,
was so
so
awkward
they
at his
do have
movements.
motion control in them.
And take a look right here.
They like amiibos. Sorry, Spectral.
There are two
Oh,
buttons
they do have
in the
L and
rail
R
that
buttons on the
connects
little
Joy-Con
Joy-Cons.
to the
That's
Nintendo
pretty
Switch
nice.
console.
I thought
Wow.
they were
That's
like,
awesome.
These are L and R buttons.
that's
Okay.
like,
That's a lot of work into them little.
Because of
things.
this design, each Joy-Con can be used as a fully functioning individual controller.
those will be kind of cool.
You can hand a Joy-Con
They're
to
gonna
the
get
person
lost in
next
my
to you
house.
in many two-player games.
Yeah, I
We
think
call
you're onto
this
something. Gotta be
sharing the
It looks
joy.
super tiny because it's by this small man.
So,
Ours
Nintendo
looks
Switch
huge
comes
because
with
it's
two
by the small
controllers
man.
right from the start.
They do need a big
Well,
American.
hey now.
Big American.
And when you
If
play
Bryant
with these
told us a few
Joy-Con,
weeks
they
ago
fit in the
that they
palm of your
weren't all
hand,
smaller
just
over
right,
there.
like
Oh,
this.
But
and
he
they
was
feel
talking
very
about
natural.
other things, wasn't he?
No, he said that he thought that he was going to tower over everybody.
For
and he
example,
didn't.
No. Well,
Pardon
he's
me?
kind of small.
you can release the
American.
tension from your shoulders and
What
relax
is he
while you
doing
play.
now?
He's saying you can just chill out and play, man. With your Joy-Cons.
They put
That's
that
all
couch
for my
there
Joy-Con
just for that
introduction.
little bit right there.
Yeah, just got double Joy-Cons so you can rest your neck back.
So you don't even have to have
But
it on the
You know what? This is really like
still
the first
have
time
many things
Nintendo
to
has
share
ever
about
done
the
one of
Joy-Con.
these. So
Yeah.
like this kind, this style, anyways, for one
Yeah, give
thing.
him a break for not being Steve Jobs, all right?
I mean, their E3 stuff is always a little awkward, but it's a little more Americanized, so it's not. Oh, what's he gonna do? A rabbit!
We have prepared
Cut it in half.
Joy-Con color
Oh.
variations,
Oh.
neon blue and neon
Hey
red.
guys, you can spend more money.
Two colors.
That's nice.
That's all there is. Oh, they have their tethers.
And this is the Joy-Con strap.
They learned.
It is a wrist strap you can slide onto the rail like this.
That'd be handy for when you're playing it. With just
And it has
handy.
prominent L and R buttons
Oh,
for
make the
firm
buttons
pressing.
bigger.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
It's great for games that have you swinging your hands, attaching to your wrist so you won't drop it. And it makes the Joy-Con easier to grip.
So are those slightly bigger?
Oh, so they do have motion
Yeah,
control in it. Like
that's
Yeah.
what they were talking about.
Oh.
That looks like that's a lot
This
bigger
is the
than
type
other
that will
two.
come with your Nintendo Switch system,
got-
but there will
it's got
also be
adaptive.
other colors sold separately.
That's
It's
handy.
that tether
The
button.
right
Oh, the
Joy-Con
tether
also
comes
has a
so
motion
handy.
IR camera that can sense the shape, motion, and distance of objects in front of it. It's right here. For example, it can
Are
tell the
you
difference
kidding
between rock,
me?
paper, and scissors.
That's kind of cool.
And it can tell how far away the hand that threw it is. This will make unique new control styles possible. What's this? It feels like something shaking in a glass. The Joy-Con can convey to you the feeling of ice cubes colliding in a cup.
Weird. That's cool.
Now it makes you feel cold if you turn your air conditioning way down.
You can even tell
Or up, you mean?
1, 2,
Oh, it's air
Nathan has not
3.
fallen asleep crazy.
the number of ice cubes in the glass.
That's weird that it can do that.
And you can feel water
That's
filling
gotta
the glass.
really
It's just advanced rumble
Yeah, but for that
This new
small
sense of
pack-
realism is produced by the precision of the new HD Rumble.
HD Rumble. See? Fancier Rumble.
Oh, it's HD. Okay.
Yeah, shut your mouth, Trevor. It's HD Rumble.
Okay, it's totally different.
With these new sensing and vibration technologies, the Joy-Con itself
The
boasts an
attachments are
expressiveness that invites the player to pick up the controller. The Joy-Con
got
offers
serious
more than
snap
just
power.
traditional
Yeah,
video
it's like
game
Wizard.
controls.
Snap.
It invites everyone to a new world of entertainment.
Mutiny Teddy wants to know why do you
Allow
want
me
to
to
feel
introduce
ice
you
cubes
to
in
two
the
new
glass?
It's
games
just an
made possible by the
example.
Joy-Con. One that everyone can play together,
He's just saying
and
it's
one
that
with depth,
sensitive that
challenge,
you
and
can tell the
replayability.
difference with, like,
First,
Multi-rumble.
let's switch to the game everyone can play together.
like
Red Dead.
Red Dead. That's what I was thinking too.
So is it now called the Nintendo Snap?
Yeah. Now he's gonna demonstrate a quick draw.
Drew a dual thing. A drool.
Is that a? Oh no, that's not.
So you can play drinking games now with these,
Yeah.
like simulated drinking games.
God of Atheists is finally an immersive experience for virtual alcoholics.
That's right. Oh yeah, I can drink you under the table.
Spectral Nova says that they took dildo technology, put it in a controller, and called it HD Rumble.
No, I don't know how many ice cubes are
There's
in a dildo.
probably going to be some third-party.
That's
third-party,
not how that
rubbers
works.
Attachments.
Are you sure, Nathan?
Yeah.
Because I think that's what the guy just explained.
If you use the term dildo, the assumption is you're talking about the non-vibrating one.
Oh.
Wow, way to clarify that for us. Thank you, fact checker Nathan.
This is the kind
this
of
is
trivia
the
I
longest duel I've seen in a while.
I know, this is really drawn out. I thought that was
So
Matthew
dramatic.
McConaughey from a distance. I was like, there's no way they got that one.
And they just shot each other with the
Well,
Joy-Cons.
Neither one's dying yet.
No, he's going down.
Oh, they
Oh,
both,
it's a
they both
controller.
felt it. They both felt it.
He's gonna blow on his control.
Oh, he got it.
He's way slow. There's gonna be a quick draw mini game.
You're gonna be able to shoot your friends.
You know, it's gonna. Yeah, it's totally.
Because it's got the distance thing.
Yeah.
Dance Revolution's coming back.
This is all one game right here.
Yeah, this
Yeah, it's
is
gonna be the pack-in game.
The pack-in. They already did sports, so now they're gonna do 1-2-switch.
Thanks for the quote, Crazy.
switch. He looked so
Hello,
excited.
everyone. I am Koichi Kawamoto, the producer of 1-2-Switch. I am also the general hardware director for Nintendo Switch itself. 1-2-Switch lets you enjoy
pants are
the
short.
expressiveness
little
of the
short.
Joy-Con
Hey,
HD
there's
Rumble
flooding
that was
over
just
there.
introduced.
And his sleeves are really
But
long.
at the same time,
Isn't there a tsunami? Not
it's a brand new kind of game. One that mixes up new kinds of play that haven't been
jealous
seen
of their
before.
style.
I kind of am.
Your typical video game has you playing while looking at some kind of screen, right?
Yeah, it is pretty
Yeah.
exhausting to jump around in a room.
But 1-2-Switch can be played without looking at any screen.
Oh, really?
So then, where
you know
exactly
who
do
wins.
you look?
Yeah.
In the eyes of your opponents.
Oh. Why did that picture show a Wii U
You look
on that
directly
entertainment
into the
center?
eyes of your opponent to play the game.
I didn't even catch it. Did it really?
When will your
Yeah.
opponent move? How will they move? Are they just faking?
Yeah.
You look into their eyes to read their next move, and then you get to see them
pew.
do something unexpected.
What? Dance.
In other
Shoot.
words, 1-2-Switch isn't a game you play facing a screen. It is a game that is primarily played through face-to-face interaction.
Nintendo bringing back awkward eye contact.
So you can bring Nintendo Switch to parties and
Bring it to
after
parties if you wanna be lame
indoors
like
or
Karen.
outdoors, any place people gather or meet.
Is she the one that had it on the
One,
rooftop?
You stand Nintendo Switch up. 2, grab the 2 Joy-Con. 3, hand one to a friend. And just like that, with these 3
He said it
steps,
was 1,
the
2
place you're
switch,
in
not 1, 2,
becomes the
3
game world,
switch.
and everyone is ready for fun.
Meow says, I don't want to interact with my
We're
friend while
creating
playing a
1, 2
game.
Switch to be a staple for
I
parties
agree.
and to become an icebreaker for all kinds of fun communication. 1, 2
Gave up on
Switch
the
features
t-shirt idea,
fun for
guys.
everyone, gameplay
Yeah.
made
Yeah,
possible
it's
by
getting
the
cold now.
Joy-Con, and it
I mean,
releases March
here.
3rd alongside Nintendo Switch. Please look forward to it. Thank you
Whatever,
very
Trevor.
much.
I've been sick for the last week.
That was 1, 2 Switch, the game everyone can play together.
What about this game?
Next, let's look at a game with depth, challenge, and replayability that uses the Joy-Con. A new gameplay experience is born. Let's switch to it.
Max Payne.
Another really long intro.
Yeah, this is really drawn out. Mad Men, the Switch experience.
Uh-oh.
Misogyny, the
How
Switch
to
experience.
find a high school girl. The Switch experience.
Japanese schoolgirl, the Switch experience.
No.
Geisha, is that what they call that?
Speak for yourself.
No, Jeremy, those are 2 different things.
Okay, thank you. I knew Nathan would solve that dilemma for us. Oh,
Uh-oh.
see? I was right.
He loosens his tie. Whoa, she's got ribbon arms. And he's gonna have ribbon arms
Yep.
too with looks like boxing gloves.
Yeah.
You need 2 switches
The
for
fact
this.
that they have a teacher-looking guy
Beating up a student-looking girl. Oh, no, maybe the student's going to beat up the master, the teacher.
Hoo-yah!
Just tell us the game already.
Yeah, this whole thing is weird. It's Rumble.
You know what?
Ready
People
to
are gonna
Rumble
sue them
3.
because they're going to actually start hitting each other.
Yeah.
Now that's why they have long arms, so you don't have to hit each
Yeah,
other.
but it doesn't matter. People are going to do it.
Spectral Nova says tentacles, the Switch experience.
Yes. That is very
Rating
Japanese. What is this game? I mean, it's like weird Stretch Armstrong boxing, but like
It looks like a. Honestly, I mean, this isn't even me just being negative. It looks like it could get really boring.
You're talking because there's exercise involved.
No,
This is probably one of the free games.
I'm
isn't
talking
it?
because they were doing an awful lot of rotating
Someone
around
pause
each
it. I
other.
have to take a breath.
yeah.
This is probably another package game, isn't it?
I'm sure it's got it is.
This is really weird.
I wonder how you play. It must be played on. You have to have 2 consoles.
Yeah, I would think
play.
you'd have to. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you got to have both hands.
Arms.
Arms! The game!
Are
Really?
you kidding me? Are you kidding
Wow.
me?
This game
Hello,
is called
everyone.
Arms.
I'm Kosuke Yabuki. I'm the
Kosuke
producer of the
Yabuki.
Nintendo Switch game, ARMS.
They ran out of
Guys,
names.
you want to play Arms?
Today,
Yeah, I kind of do. Actually.
I'd like to introduce
We're
you all
doing that live
I'll
on
play
here.
it.
We're going to do that live
Yeah, I want to play Arms.
on the
I'd
green
play it.
screen. So
Game
that
of the Year is
It's a fighting
2016
sports game
Butts.
that uses
Game of the Year
extended
2017
Arms.
Arms.
That's right.
Maybe next year.
It's like
I'm
it'll
already
be
planning
fake,
the
where you hit
green
your opponent
screen
with
space
punches.
for this game.
But it's also like shooting, where you aim and fire at distant opponents. To play Arms, you hold 1 Joy-Con in each hand
Okay.
in a
So you do
thumbs
need
up
2
pose.
switches.
Thumbs up.
Okay.
The Joy-Con senses your motions,
That's cool.
so when you
actually.
punch,
Okay, that looks fun.
your character also punches.
As long as it's better than the boxing was
When you
on
twist
the
your
Wii.
fist,
Yeah, it will be.
your punch curves.
Oh, that's nice. You can curve
With
it.
this, you can pursue a distant enemy. You move your character by tilting the Joy-Con. And by combining dashes
Yeah, that
and
is.
jumps,
But I suppose it doesn't.
you
You'll
can perform
figure it
a
out pretty
variety
easily, I bet.
of actions.
We're totally playing this live.
Because ARMS uses physical controls, anyone can pick it up and play right away.
Crazy.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Crazy just said, I
But we
can't wait
made
till
it so
next
that as
year
you play
when the
more,
Japanese tell us
You'll
our favorite
uncover
game
higher-level
is
techniques
dongs.
and strategies.
or elbows.
And then Mutiny Teddy says, I'd play the crap out of
Now.
dongs.
I'd like to show you a battle
What was
between
that
two
quote
of
that
our
Eric
team
said earlier?
members.
Yeah, hashtag that one too. Cool, that Eric. No.
No, what was it that he said earlier? He said something about
Something about a little pounding makes it all worth it.
Yeah.
In the game.
Found it.
Springman and
You,
Ribbon.
so you're saying you did know about this game in advance?
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the crossover between dongs and butts.
It's a very fast and active.
Dong butts.
Dong
That
butts.
game's actually been made. It's called Genital Jousting.
They're trading
I thought it
punches
was just
back and
called
forth.
pegging.
Someday we need to do
No,
that
no,
live
that's with
on
fake.
YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, that game
But
is actually pretty
they're
fun.
practically
Since
battling
it's
without
banned
guarding
on
at all
Twitch,
right now.
we should
Yeah.
play Genital Jousting.
I thought about
sometime.
playing on Twitch and just blurring the entire screen.
Oh dear,
of the game.
Springman is on the ropes. Oh,
Like it's
but here's
censored.
Springman with a special attack.
Springman.
Oh,
Okay, I mean,
Springman won.
neat game, Springman, but let's move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's-
I've seen enough arms.
We're really sitting on
As you
this one too
saw,
long.
the most appealing part of ARMS is battling.
I didn't say that, Crazy Legs.
You can battle alone against the computer,
I'm not even letting any. Don't even.
and you can play split screen against a friend.
No, look.
as you just
look,
saw.
it's still one game.
Oh,
Split
yeah.
screen, one
So you-
game,
You
console.
can also bring your
multiple
Nintendo Switch
controllers.
systems together.
So they're giving you
Oh, yeah.
reasons
Do
to
both.
go and buy the
Or
Extra
multiple.
and of course,
Joy-Cons.
we're preparing online battles as well.
Yay, arms!
Yes,
The
Meow, you did
extendable
hear
arms
Genital
fight game,
Jousting. That is a
Arms,
game
were released
that is
this spring.
out.
On Steam.
It's on Steam,
Thank
By
you very
Devolver.
much.
and we can't play it on Twitch because it's
What
graphic.
did you think?
Too graphic
ARMS
for
marks
Steam.
the emergence
Yeah.
of Nintendo's
We
newest
don't want to get
characters.
banned.
But maybe we'll
As
do.
you can
Maybe
see,
we'll set up a
mastering
stream
the
sometime
Joy-Con
live on
controls
YouTube or
can
something.
bring a new feel to even head-to-head fighting games that demand a high level of strategy and tactics.
You guys don't remember anything.
I hope you'll look forward to it. Next, let's switch to this.
Splatoon.
Okay, this looks.
Is it just the remake?
It's probably just this. They probably just ported it. I'm guessing. but
Yeah.
This game is awesome. It looks very kiddie, but Nintendo games tend to.
It looks fun
But
though.
it is a lot of fun.
It's who has the most color on the ground, or what?
No, it's that, and there's like different modes. There's like pop the balloons, or you can just do death match kind of, where you just
There
shoot
was
each
another
other.
game that was like this that Nintendo had
This is the first
was-
game we're getting in the tub.
called Ink something.
The console, I mean.
We could, yeah, I mean, we could technically play this now if you want. I have it at home, like bring a Wii.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Although I think you can only do 2-player local co-op on that, which is kind of cool because then like the person with the Wii U controller with the screen, that's their screen, and then someone uses the TV.
Oh, nice.
But you know, it's games like this that it's kind of a bummer that the Wii U was so unpopular, because I feel like this game got overlooked and didn't really get that much. I mean, people didn't really get it a try because the install base.
Yeah, I got it late. I actually think the only games I've gotten was Mario. The Mario game that came with it, and then Mario Maker.
Oh yeah, I was just playing Mario Maker this weekend, and I made a really cool level. That's kind of hard if you don't know.
Oh, it said Splatoon 2.
Oh, it does say 2. Okay, awesome.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Okay, this guy's got things in his hands.
Yeah,
He's got his Splatoon guns.
He brought his props.
Diligent researcher at the Squid
Did you
Research
say
Lab.
diligent?
Has
He's a
spent day and
He's a
night
diligent
researching
researcher. I've
these
tasted
serious
all the
squid creatures
pies.
that can take on human
No,
form.
a diligent
I've been researching
researcher.
a new variety of
That makes
squid.
more sense.
Squid at the
And
Squid
today,
Company.
I'm here to announce the fruits of my labor. It has been
Yeah,
about
Mutiny. I know that.
2
a lot,
years since I first
I mean,
discovered these
sure,
squid,
quite a few people play
and
it.
it seems
but
there have been many
I guess
changes
I'm just
to
in
the
my
squid
circle.
world
Nobody
in that
plays
time.
it, so I'm bitter.
Turf War is their 4-on-4 team-based battles where the two teams compete to spray the ground with ink and cover the most turf. This remains a popular sport, but it appears the battle stages have changed and the fashions
I'm
and
waiting
weapons
for him to
used
say
have
that
also
those are
evolved.
available game controller.
Here, you
Yeah.
see the latest piece of technology. This
It
weapon
is.
set is called the Splat Dualies. Not only do these dual-wielded weapons let you shoot ink from each hand, they also have nozzles that can propel you at a high rate of speed to outmaneuver your opponents. It is a fearsome weapon
It's
in
going
the
to be
hands
like
of
the
one who has
glove that
mastered
they
it.
had for a while.
And it appears
You know?
the special weapons, which can be activated after spraying enough ground with ink, are all brand new.
Yeah, spray that ground with ink.
Surely with the introduction of new weapons, all new special weapons, and new battle stages, we will see the emergence of new battle strategies. I expect our research will continue to keep us busy. Allow me to report briefly on controls. Of course, you can use the Joy-Con controllers, but you can also play using the Pro controller. You can play on a TV screen, and you can also play in handheld mode. And of course, in either mode, you can use gyro controls to aim your ink.
Ooh.
You press
gyrate
the
to
X
aim your
button
ink.
to view the map.
If you're using
And
the
to do a
separate
super
controls,
jump,
that might be
you
cool.
press the button assigned to a teammate to instantly
Sorry,
jump
Mutiny
there.
Teddy. He's like, they have
Of course,
Splatoon
you can
esport
battle
tournaments.
against friends and people
I'm
you don't
wrong.
know over the
Sorry.
internet.
Ooh, you can play
And
people you don't
You can
know.
also bring your games and Nintendo Switch systems together to battle friends face to face. That is all from the Squid Research Lab.
Thank you.
Oh,
wait, one more thing.
I almost forgot something very important.
One last thing.
Splatoon 2 is planned for launch this summer.
Maybe. Plan for
And
launch
again,
this summer.
this time there will be stage
That's
and
not
weapon
launch.
updates after launch. And there are also plans
The game
to
itself.
hold ongoing in-game events.
The game will come out when it's
The
launched.
game's launch is
Yeah.
in summer.
I'm very excited to once again enjoy those exciting times with everyone all around the world.
God of Atheist waiting for the green gack to fall on him.
Splatoon 2
What is that?
Why
a
does he
two?
keep
I
doing
think he's trying to make it
Still-
2.
Oh.
has many elements that we have yet to uncover. The
'cause
Squid
he's a
Research Lab will
researcher.
continue to
I feel
share
like I'm at a
new
weird
details as we
church
discover
camp
them.
talent show.
Thank you for your time today.
Create your own commercial for Splatoon 2. Oh wait, this guy.
He didn't even
What's
fold his
Squid, you
handkerchief.
think? This brand new version of Splatoon arrives this summer. It should make for some hot matches.
Oh, yeah.
Next, let's
Guys, I think the
switch
internet's
to
off.
this.
The words aren't matching his lips.
Sorry. Wait, they're showing more Splatoon 2?
We saw this already. Stop it.
Did
No,
we?
maybe not.
No.
Maybe they're showing another game that just has that in the
Grand Theft
background.
Auto.
We did not
Grand Theft
see
Mario.
this.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Tracer. It is. Oh, is it a new Mario?
Yeah.
He's in the city? Is he in the city?
Oh.
Oh, I can't contain myself now.
This is actually pretty.
Oh,
Oh, my
yeah.
goodness! This is actually way cool.
That does look pretty
Super Mario Grand Theft Auto.
He's in the real world.
No, this can't be the game, can it? I hope it's the game.
He's in the real
It
world.
looks like the game.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, with all that vertical?
I need new shorts. Wait, what's happening?
You just pooped. Wait. No.
No way.
Oh,
Other
this is the game.
planets?
You can go to. It's No Man's Mario.
Oh, are you kidding me? This is amazing.
Oh, I cannot wait for this game.
Oh wow! They took New Worlds to a.
Yeah.
Guys, this
Yeah.
looks fantastic.
This looks awesome.
I'm gonna say it right now. It's like No Man's Sky to the next level.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of did the Mario Galaxy before, so.
No, but
This is
are
different.
you
Mario
kidding
Galaxy
me?
was like kind of the
He's jump
spherical.
roping with ladies.
Oh, Jeremy's favorite part.
He burned himself
Did
up.
you see
Hot
him
queso.
beatboxing with the urban people?
That's right.
Oh, Mutiny Teddy says that the fanboying is disgusting.
I hope I'm making up for it. It looks good.
No, it looks good.
He just threw his hat.
Well, he
Oh.
Did he jump off of his hat?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can throw it and jump. That's a cool thing. You can ride a lion. Hey, we like Nintendo here, so
Yeah.
give us a break. Except for Trevor, and while Nathan seems to be pretty neutral.
Meow
on all
says
of
Vice City Mario.
it. Yeah, that's a good one. I've been like really wanting a legit 3D Mario game, and this looks like it's gonna pay off on that. Is this? Please say it's a launch game. Please say it's a launch game. Please say it's a launch game. Please.
It's gotta be.
Odyssey, awesome.
It's gotta be. Because they had it in the original Twitch trailer.
What do you mean, crazy?
Yeah.
Do you feel like this game is not up to snuff?
You're not up to snuff.
Oh, look
Hello,
at that hat.
everyone.
Yeah. He's ready to
Sorry
go.
for my appearance. I am Yoshiaki Koizumi, the producer of Super Mario Odyssey. While I am the overall producer for the Nintendo Switch hardware, I simultaneously have a hand in the newest Mario game, Super Mario Odyssey. This is the first time since Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine that we have created a large Mario sandbox world like this for you to run around in.
Did they say since Mario 64?
The theme of Mario this
Mario
time
Sunshine?
is a journey to an unknown world, and Mario has jumped out of the Mushroom Kingdom to go on an extraordinary adventure.
Yay.
I said unknown, but perhaps you notice some landscapes that look familiar from the real world.
Did Mario Galaxy not... Was that not considered one
And
like...
at the end of the
It was a
video,
little different
perhaps some of
in a
you
lot
have
of ways.
noticed
I thought
some
that felt a
unusual
lot like
eyes or something
they were
on
trying
Mario's
to
cap. Oh, and right
Yeah.
here,
build off of the 64
right
feel.
there.
Yeah, it was kind of a different game though.
Wait a minute.
This mysterious cap, in particular,
Mario
offers
going
action
to the
that
real
can
world? Is
only
this
be
Mario's
experienced
time
on
machine?
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. What is
This
this
cap
spy
character
thing?
plays an important role in Mario's journey. I hope you'll look forward to it.
Okay, I do, for whatever reason.
In the 20 years since we made Super Mario 64, I have been on a long, long journey together with Mario. And we are working on this new journey called Nintendo Switch, with the excitement one feels when visiting unknown countries for the very first time. I'll be very happy when you can all join me in departing on this new Mario journey on Nintendo Switch.
That
We
looks
plan to
cool.
release
Spectral
Super Mario
Nova
Odyssey
says
in the
generic
holiday
city,
season
yay.
later this year. Since
Meow
the release
says
is still a
Mario
ways
does
out,
Acid
you
in
won't
the
be able to
Bronx.
play the game today.
I think she's excited.
So I hope to offer you a chance to try it out at another time. So please wait a
It
little
says
longer.
coming 17 holiday.
Thank you very
Dang it,
much.
it's not coming
Really?
to Christmas. Oh well, at least
Guess
we
we'll
get
have to
Zelda.
spend a lot of Zelda
We'll get
time.
Zelda, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. That game looks. I think it looks.
That
good.
looks cool.
Yeah.
It looks good.
I'm going to Elysium for you.
I know Trevor doesn't have guns, so Trevor's like, I'm out.
Yeah, let's keep that stereotype.
Well, it's pretty accurate.
Final Fantasy
Sure, okay, buddy.
32.
No, this is Dragon Quest
Oh, okay.
11, isn't it?
Oh, maybe.
Or maybe I'm wrong.
Uni Teddy says any holiday in 2017.
Trevor, tell me which game on your top 10 list didn't have guns in it. For the guy that says he doesn't only like shooting games.
I don't only like shooting games.
Okay, shooting games and space exploration.
No
Sorry.
Man's Sky.
Has
Wow,
a
that
gun.
sounded like
Has a
you
gun.
said sexploration.
Yeah,
It's not really about-
Sexploration. That's what Eric said. Sexploration.
That's just the VR games.
I'm going to the post to see what games he has.
You're like, I'm just saying. I feel like when Trevor shoots down a game, it's usually because it doesn't have a gun. That's why he shoots it.
Did you
Such
have
a stupid thing.
Did you have any that didn't have a gun? Yes, you did. The Last Guardian didn't have a gun. I had that in mine too.
Party Hard.
And
had a gun.
Inside. Party Hard had a
Is this Dragon Quest 11?
Mm.
Oh, I thought maybe they said when I was.
Dark Souls 3.
Okay.
Does that count?
Yeah. I was wrong. Sorry, Trevor.
You're lucky, Trevor.
Yeah, I'm lucky I'm not
A
the stereotype that Eric calls me.
Yeah, only 90% that
Oh,
stereotype.
it's Xenoblade too.
Spectral Nova says, didn't Nintendo already use the living hat idea with The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap?
Yeah, kind of. It's not. I mean, obviously, it didn't have two
It's,
eyeballs.
But I mean, that's a different universe. I mean,
yeah, it's
different.
Oh, Meow's nose is bleeding.
All the
Crazy says they used it in Mario Gets Middle-Aged, The Legend of the Ball Cap cover-up.
What?
Now this is
Fire Emblem, I bet.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe not. Maybe it's Zelda, but I think it's Fire Emblem.
I think it's Fire Emblem.
Please don't bleed too much, Meow. From your nose.
Thanks for specifying.
I caught myself before you guys had a chance to pounce on me. Nathan knew what was up. Actually, he probably doesn't.
I don't even know if Nathan's watching.
He's not. His microphone isn't even in front of his face. He's just using Jeremy. He's just
What you
using
just saw
the studio's
was
internet.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Koei Tecmo's latest game, Fire Emblem Warriors.
Okay, yeah.
Next, I'd like to introduce our third-party partners. The Nintendo Switch concept has resonated with many developers, and there are currently over 50 companies working on games.
Wow.
And there are already over 80
See
games
Rockstar
in
on there?
development.
Ooh, From Software is in there.
Autodesk was on
So
there?
today, we'd like to introduce just a few of them.
I bet they're doing a lot of like third-party apps too.
Games
for
in
the,
development.
yeah.
All right, let's hear it.
They have
Square
not
Enix
yet. They've yet to
has
say if it's
already
a
announced that they are
touchscreen.
preparing Dragon Quest X and Dragon Quest XI for release on Nintendo Switch in Japan.
Dragon Quest XI looks really cool.
So you'll have to import those.
But
I guess.
there is another Dragon Quest game making an appearance, Dragon Quest
Builders?
Heroes
Oh.
1 and 2 for
Builders
Nintendo
would be a good
Switch.
fit.
Yeah.
Now, take a look at this.
Okay. Only because you asked nicely.
I'll look at it, but I won't promise that
Star
I'll
Citizen.
like it.
Star Citizen. Trevor's like, now this is a game I can get behind.
I'm getting it. No.
I'm on the Nintendo.
Atlas. Now, what could this be? This isn't a Persona game? It's is it? It's Satanic Worship.
It's The Last of Us,
That looks like
the
Persona.
new version.
Could it be Persona 5?
Maybe this looks a little different than Persona, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't. This seems like a weird trailer for a Persona game. There's no way. Unreal Engine and Atlas.
Mutiny Teddy, it brings up a good point. It said in Japan it's region free. What's the
Yeah.
point if you're not going to release it everywhere?
It won't be translated.
That's probably it.
They did that a lot with the original Nintendo and stuff too, Super Nintendo. There's a lot of Japan-only games.
Yeah. But there was also regions with that too, right? So
Even Mario, the original Mario's were Japan only, and then they came up with the Americanized version of it.
It's a workout game called Abs of Galactic.
Roses. Abs of Galactic Roses.
Yeah, if
I
you
have no
pound
idea
it
what this
hard,
If you pound it hard enough.
you get good results.
Yeah, maybe there'll be an American company that would translate it, Mutiny,
If they allow it.
if they allow it.
I mean, there's a
suppose.
lot of companies in Japan that actually that's what they do is translate the games.
What does it mean to
But
play
and
Now
a
we're-
role
if it's not locked down to region, I'm sure people could do
in a
third-party games
vast world
that
of
aren't
adventure?
approved.
No.
So we didn't even.
that they still have to be Nintendo certified, I bet.
The
Yeah,
places
I
you
suppose.
go,
What was that other game that they said?
What's this? This looks cool.
Said Square
the
Enix?
deeds you do.
Yeah. It's like a remake of a Final Fantasy game, or like
The
Yeah,
heroes
looks like-
whose tales you bring to life.
looks like a Final Fantasy Chronicles
Every
game.
road is yours to take. Project Octopath Traveler.
Weird name.
What?
Embark on an adventure all your own.
It's got chocobos.
Interesting.
Yeah. Not
What
Final
you just
Fantasy.
saw was the latest game in the Atlas series, Shin Megami Tensei, which celebrates its 25th anniversary this year. Development has only
Obviously,
just
it's a
begun,
Japanese-only game.
but they were kind enough to prepare this video for us today.
Crazy Legs is in a jungle.
And the other title
neighborhood.
is a brand
I'm
new
sorry.
RPG from Square Enix.
I think it follows him around, if you know what I mean.
The Juggalo
Its
neighborhood?
world boasts
I don't think you
a
know what that
unique
means.
graphic style
I
and
was gonna
sense of
say,
scale.
I'm not sure you know what a Juggalo
Please
is.
look forward to additional information in the future. Now,
I think you're
let's hear from
confusing
some of the
Juggalo for a
developers
gigolo.
working on new games for
I don't know
Nintendo
what you
Switch.
mean, but maybe.
To start, let's switch over to this individual.
Oh, funny.
Oh, this guy's
Hello,
this guy's
everyone.
cool.
That
I'm Toshiro Nagoshi from
necklace
Sega.
and
Ooh, he's from
deep
Sega.
cruise
Sega
shirt is
sees a
amazing.
tremendous amount of appeal
Uh-oh.
in Nintendo
this
Switch
a Sonic
we
game?
intend to be present on the platform.
There's
And
rumors there's one
similarly,
coming, right?
I,
Yeah.
as an individual creator, sense a new kind of
Wouldn't that be
appeal
the
with this
first,
game hardware.
Like
We will
Like a
official
we'll consider
Not
Sonic
new
really.
games
No,
for
there's been
Nintendo
a
Switch,
couple out on the Wii
and we'll present them
U.
soon.
Were there?
and the DS, yeah.
that were like
Made by
full-blown-
yeah, they're terrible, but yeah.
This new hardware is taking on new challenge and has a lot of appealing points. And I would like to
Spectre
take
says
advantage
Octopath.
of
Sounds
this
like
new
Mike
concept and
Tyson
create
trying to say
an interesting game. Thank you very much for your time today.
What are you showing us? You just said hi.
Thank you,
You
Nagoshi-san.
just said some stuff.
Continuing on, let's
Life is
switch
life is
to this
hard.
He
person.
just said Sega is doing stuff.
Hi, I'm Todd
Thanks.
Howard here at Bethesda
Todd.
Game Studios, and we're excited to announce
Skyrim.
that, yes, Skyrim, is coming to the Nintendo Switch.
Yay.
Todd Howard's like, I thought we were done talking about this game.
He's like, no, we remastered it, guys. So
We'd love to make games and worlds that you can get lost in, that you can make your own, and that you never want to put down. Well, now you don't have to. Now you can play Skyrim wherever you want and take it on your own.
I was trying to sing Queen in the chat. Don't tell Nathan.
But what's really exciting is for all of us at Bethesda to finally work with Nintendo. You look at all they've done for video games over the decades. They've brought so much innovation and fun to all of us, and they're doing it again. The Switch is both classically Nintendo, yet something all new, and we want to thank them for letting us be a part.
He thinks that he has mastered the language because he understands that guy.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you,
Very good.
Todd-san.
Yeah.
Todd-san.
Next, let's switch to this person.
Okay, you guys have to stop this. Whoa!
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 Hey. Oh, that didn't go very well. Hi everyone, I'm Suda
Yeah, it
from
didn't.
Grasshopper.
You're right.
You're right, it didn't.
That's funny. I acknowledge that was a bad choice.
Even the translator's thrown off.
So today I'd like to start. I've been invited to come to this event, and I'd like to talk about one of the games that I worked on.
The translator's so
I lost
messed up.
He's so
Do you all
terrible.
remember the one guy from Santa Destroy who was born out of a tag team between Marvelous and Grasshopper?
Wait,
That's
what?
right, Travis Touchdown. He'll be making his return on Nintendo Switch.
Travis touchdown.
Could you show the illustration, please?
Am I missing
What's
something?
happening?
I can't tell. Oh, Travis is a guy.
So this
Okay.
star
This
will
is-
be
you
coming
all
onto
know.
Nintendo
This
Switch.
is pseudo game.
The title hasn't been decided yet, but
Meow said that gave her a fright.
just about a year ago,
God of Atheist says he will be punished
I've
after
been going
for his
to
outbursts.
some events, some gaming events in
So
Japan,
will this
such as Big
translator.
Summit. And
Translator's
I've been discussing exchanging
Wait a
ideas
second.
with
Is this crazy
the
translating
indie game
this?
community.
That would be cool if it was No More Heroes 3. That's kind of
And
what I was wondering too.
We've been discussing about
Pseudo 54. Is that
ideas for the
51?
new
Pseudo 51,
Nintendo
51.
Switch console, and I've heard that it's. I've heard that it's an easier platform to create games for, especially for indie
I
developers.
think that the guy going "Huh," at the beginning just threw the translator off
that
so
matches
much. He
with
just
what we
lost
are
it.
Well, he's been having troubles the whole
expecting
time.
in a gaming development
I feel like it's different
process.
translators though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is. But
this translator
guy
doesn't
is
know
just-
what's going on.
Oh,
Like I said, I think this might be crazy trying to think that he knows how to translate.
Pseudo
Just,
51. Yeah.
So
this stuff.
this one game that I'm working on right now will be something that will take advantage of this
Translator.
environment that it's easy for indie developers to create a game.
He said
And
that
so
like 3 times.
we will have a game that will have a
Teddy says the
fusion of
translator
death matches
is
and strong
stoned.
styling, sort of heavily involved, heavily influenced by pro wrestling.
The shrooms kicked in, he says.
Pro wrestling
And
game.
I'd love to see Travis running around
says
in a
this
game
guy's gonna
for
fall
Nintendo
in
Switch.
the
Thank you
floor
very
at the
much for your time today.
What?
This is Grasshopper Suda 51 signing off.
Oh, it is pseudo 51.
Thank you,
That
Suda-san.
guy's like you.
Next, we switch to this guest.
It's a huge honor and privilege to be
It's
here
called a
today
Switch.
representing the passionate and talented
Yeah.
team at
In case you
Electronic
didn't know.
Arts. For me, to be on this stage is like a dream come true.
エレクトロニックアーツの情熱あふれる優秀な開発チームの代表として登壇することは大変光栄ですし、個人的にはまるで夢のようなものです。
For as long as I've played games, I've been a massive fan of the Nintendo platforms and amazing culture of creativity. So much so that when my firstborn son was born, my wife and I gave him the middle name Luigi.
初めてゲームを教わる時から
That does not sound
ずっと
like the right thing to
任天堂
do.
のプラットフォー
Yeah, I was like,
ム
you're an
と
idiot.
任天堂の独創的な文化の大ファンで、あんまりにも任天堂のファンで、
His
どう
name
に
is
か
Luigi
妻の納得を得て、長男が生まれた時にルイージっていうベルネームを名付けまでもしました。
Let me tell you about my son, Matt.
So today, we are extremely excited to announce that the world's most
Madden
popular
Luigi.
sports game will be coming to Nintendo
God of
Switch
Atheist says,
later
dude
this
is
year.
so much man, he
ですので
doesn't fit on
本
the
日
screen.
の発表で大変興奮してます。
He's like,
今年年内に全世界で一番人気のスポーツゲームが Nintendo Switch で発売します。
EA Sports FIFA on Nintendo Switch will be the most immersive, social, authentic sports game ever created for Nintendo players.
Okay, that might be true. Actually, never mind, take it all back.
FIFA は Nintendo Switch 版
What did he say last?
今まで
For Nintendo players.
Oh, okay.
没入的、最もそうした最も本格的なスポーツ体験になると思います。
It will deliver the FIFA experience custom built for Nintendo Switch so you can play anywhere, play with anyone, and play how you want to play.
FIFA の体験を Switch 専用に開発して、そこでどこでも誰とでもどのプレイスタイルでも遊べるようになります。
If you're at the park, at your friend's house, or on vacation, you can always stay connected to the biggest matches, and you'll be able to play and get on the pitch with your favorite players and teams from the world's best leagues in iconic stadiums from around the world. All with the unmatched authenticity and depth that FIFA is known for.
公園にいても友達の家にいても旅行先の観光地にいてもいつでも試合ができます。そして全世界の一番大きなリーグの有名なチーム、有名な選手たちと一緒にピッチに立って試合をすることもできます。そしてこれらはすべて FIFA の無比の
Crazy is attempting to translate. He said Tiger Woods will now be with Mario.
We'll have much more to say and show in the coming months as we bring the world's game to Nintendo Switch in 2017.
これから全世界のスポーツゲームを2017年内に Nintendo Switch に発売するまではどんどん情報を提供していきたいと思いますので、これからもよろしくお願いします。
Once I got the sank out, I was sunk.
You're such a freaking racist.
Thank you very much to Patrick and all of our guests.
We are
very excited for Skyrim and FIFA,
it's all me,
and are very excited to see what kind of new games Naguchi-san and Suda-san create. And with that, I'd like to bring my portion of the presentation to an end. Thank you.
That was just your portion?
Oh boy. What else do we got?
Switch. He's
We
gonna
got the
switch.
actual.
Now let's switch to some game footage.
Showed Sonic.
I am really excited about that Mario game.
I know. They haven't really shown how easy it would be to take the entire thing like if you're traveling somewhere.
I mean, it's just got a power cable.
Is it just a power cable?
And
and
HDMI. Like, what else would it be?
Yeah, well, it charges with USB-C.
Yeah, so you could just take that. I wouldn't take the whole thing. I mean, if you're going
Oh,
somewhere.
yeah, that's true. Well, unless you wanted to put it on a TV.
Oh, yeah.
I had Rayman on there, too.
What's the cow game? Simulator! Is that what that was?
I think so. I wonder how soon Stardew will be on here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hopefully launch.
Dance, dance.
Mutiny says, and you wonder why you have no Noodle Maker viewers. Yeah, we're working on Kyle to loosen his grip
boy,
on that.
These guys look.
Is this like some sort of homoerotic like cowboy simulation?
Is that Street Fighter?
Broke back.
Tetris.
Yeah, I think these are all like probably the smaller. Like, oh, Minecraft, good.
Microsoft is going to release on there?
Rhyme looks awesome.
Was Minecraft not on?
Minecraft like
Nintendo?
just recently came out, like 2016 or something.
Oh, really?
On the Wii U.
It didn't seem like that's something that Nintendo or that Microsoft was holding on to that hard.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's on
it's
everything.
been on
It's on
PlayStation
Sony,
for a
yeah.
while.
Wait, was that?
What did you think?
What was that?
As you just saw, we were preparing to offer a rich assortment of games,
Didn't even talk about Zelda.
both from Nintendo and a number of third-party partners. Today, you heard from some of these developers, but there are still many others working hard inside Nintendo to develop original game content. In addition to the franchises our fans have loved, we will also introduce the world to new forms of entertainment made possible by the unique characteristics of the Nintendo Switch hardware and the Joy-Con controllers.
Here we go. Something new.
Nintendo's
Since
TV.
we revealed new colors of Joy-Con during this presentation,
Colors of
allow
the
me to share with
Switch
you
as
our
well.
Nintendo Switch product configurations.
Oh, some will come with games.
Interesting. Oh, you
The
can buy
Nintendo
it
Switch
different
system
ways.
will include
like certain pack-ins and colors. I bet.
the Nintendo Switch console.
Yes.
I wouldn't
A left
mind
and a
having
right
multiple
Joy-Con.
consoles with a single connection. to the
Joy-Con
TV,
wrist
though.
straps.
Yeah.
The Joy-Con grip.
Okay.
The Nintendo Switch dock.
Okay.
An HDMI
Okay, so the
cable.
dock will be separate.
No, that's all coming in the first package.
And
Oh.
an AC adapter.
Whoa, that's a big pack.
Oh no! Oh wait, this said
The Pro
that's all
Controller
the different
will also be
options.
available separately.
No, I think
All
this is the
separate.
first pack.
No,
the first
this
pack.
is the pack.
There will be
that
two
one will be
versions.
separate.
One model with gray Joy-Con controllers, and another model with one neon blue and one neon red Joy-Con. Both versions
gray.
will be the same suggested retail price.
Okay.
We have shared a great deal of information with you through this presentation, and more details will be available on our Nintendo Switch homepage
It'd be nice if you
after
could get
this
the-
presentation ends.
Get the tablet separate from the dock. Because I
But
wouldn't
first,
mind having a couple.
I would like to ask Nintendo of Europe and Nintendo
Well,
of
that's a big
America
pack,
to share
Jeremy.
their messages
Thanks, Crazy.
with their fans watching around the globe. Take it away.
Thank you, Mr. Kimishima. I'm Satoru Shibata of Nintendo of Europe. Good morning, everybody in Europe. I'd like to
morning.
thank you for getting up
Yeah,
so
it's
early
morning.
to watch. I'm so excited for you to finally know all about Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch has a very unique appeal, as you saw today, and I look forward to you all getting to try it out soon. Right now, hands-on events are being prepared, where we've invited European media to play Nintendo Switch for the first time. Within the next few hours, these events will kick off in Frankfurt, Paris, and London. I know that lots of you will be wondering when you can get your hands on Nintendo Switch to try it out.
Mm-hmm.
In the coming months, we will hold more of these events. To find out when and where you can have your own
Oh, it's
experience
because in
with
Europe their
Nintendo
release
Switch.
dates were not all.
Keep
all
an
on
eye
March
out
3rd.
for announcements on our official website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts.
Okay.
I'm sure that I will join some of the events, so I hope to see you very soon. Now I will hand you over to Reggie in New York.
Hey, Reggie.
Thanks for watching.
Talking about
and
big
happy
men.
gaming.
Let's see Reggie.
Reggie, tell us what we want to know.
Thanks, Shibata-san,
well.
and hi to everyone watching in the Americas. It's the midnight hour here in New York. The streets are quiet, but there's definitely something in the air.
Yeah.
You can't see it,
It's called
but the
trash.
atmosphere is crackling with posts and tweets and messages
His face looks
all about
fake.
Nintendo Switch.
It looks like his
We're here
neck
getting ready to
shrunk.
show off Nintendo Switch to a small group tomorrow. But you may
Little
get
bit.
your own chance to play well before launch.
Does he have a
Because
Mario
Nintendo
fan?
Switch will
He
be
does.
on
Yeah.
display on 6 separate Sundays in 6 different cities across North America before you can buy it in
6
stores.
cities. Yeah.
You can find all the details
Not
on
Omaha.
nintendo.com/switch. But you'll have to show up early. There's no shortage of players who can't wait to test drive our new system.
Mm-hmm.
And the reasons are now clear. First, the wider look we've just seen at what this revolutionary form
Oh,
of
boy.
gaming and new ways
He's like,
to
this
play
is my time to
are all
talk.
about.
I'm gonna do it.
Second, those amazing controllers, the Joy-Con,
Joy-Con.
which combine all the gameplay innovations
super easy to
Nintendo's
steal.
invented and then adds to them. But of course, the biggest buzz is reserved for the games.
Mutiny Teddy says,
Man,
Nathan,
what
are you even
games?
fact checking?
No question.
I
there's
bet
a
you're
lot
playing
in
a
the
game.
works. But let's be honest. One
No,
thing
he
is
says.
missing. But if you listen carefully, maybe you can hear it. Floating in the air.
It's the breath of the wild.
Yep, there it is. The soundtrack for what's been far and away the most anticipated Nintendo Switch game right from the start.
Now it's Zelda.
Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. So, where is it? Well, it'll be here at a special event elsewhere in New York tomorrow. But I see some sneaky Nintendo employees have been playing during this presentation.
Oh, those
So
sneaky
let's go over there and see
Oh,
what these guys have
those
to say for
sneaky
themselves.
Nintendo employees.
Mr. Miyamoto,
What's he doing in New York?
Hi, Riz-san.
you're
So
here
they're not doing
early.
the direct
You're playing the new Legend of Zelda
show
game.
of the game.
How do you like it?
これはね、グーですよ。
Oh, that's great.
面白い。
Oh, he
Well,
faked us
so
out.
many eager fans want to know the
Oh.
one critical question. When are we launching The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild?
Breath of the
それ聞く
Phoenix.
ならね、もっといい人がいますよ。
Mr. Ayanuma.
Oh, I thought that was
You're the
someone
producer for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the
impersonating
Wild. You know everything
Miyamoto.
about the game. Certainly you must know. When are we launching the game?
それはね、僕も知らないんですよ。東京会場の君島さんに伺ってみてください。
Well, I guess that settles it. There's nothing left for
go
me to
ask
do
him.
but to throw it back to Tokyo.
Man, they're really
And Mr.
dragging this
Kimishima,
tease out
do
for
you
the
have the
Breath
answer
of the
to that
Wild.
question?
Man, it is pretty small. Looking at it in that guy's hand.
Shibata-san,
Yeah, 'cause he's
Reggie-san,
Japanese.
No, it
Miyamoto-san,
would be bigger.
and
It would be
Aonuma-san.
bigger if it was in.
Thank you very much.
That's why it's so small.
You've left me with a very important task, but I'll have to come back to your question in a second. The Nintendo Switch launch is just around the corner on March 3rd.
That is very soon.
Tomorrow and the next day,
Pre-orders?
we'll hold a Nintendo Switch hands-on event at the big site in Tokyo.
Okay.
And we'll begin taking pre-order reservations at retail in Japan starting January 21st.
Yeah, they're dragging it.
January 21st for pre-orders in Japan only.
I hope that we've shown enough to earn your support.
Okay.
Now, we do have one last thing to share with you today.
Really?
It's not a surprise that Zelda
Before we
is
do,
coming out with a
I would like to humbly and sincerely thank everyone here for listening and everyone around the world for tuning in.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He bowed, we shall bow.
There it is.
Yeah, you can't even stay for Zelda?
He's like, sorry, I'm out. No, you gotta go. You can't go. You gotta get up early, but it's Zelda. Okay.
I don't blame him. I'm checking out.
Jeremy does hate Zelda.
It's not a hate thing. It's
Say-
just I never got into it.
Yeah.
I never got into it, really, but this looks really good.
No, it's not Turek. Sorry, Mutiny.
Bringing it back.
The game was so crappy on the Nintendo 64. But I played a lot of it.
I don't know if I played much ever, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I loved Turek when I played it on the 64. But it ran poorly.
The history of the royal family of Hyrule is also the history of Calamity Ganon, a primal evil that has endured over the ages.
Thank you for translating. Oh, wait. Reading.
No, I translated.
Oh,
it.
that was good. That was good.
Kyle knows Japanese. It's Japanese Star Citizen. It's called Rising Sun Resident.
Way to go, Hyrule. You let Ganon come back again.
Yeah.
The Ganon Force.
Ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam.
Man, this game looks so good. That look on your face tells me that you have no recollection. However, I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm ready. Fairies? Does it involve
Zelda?
fairies?
Was she taking a bath?
I think Zelda was taking a bath.
There's always fairies in that.
There's probably.
Yeah, there.
I think that was a fairy.
Everything I've done up until now was all for nothing. Yeah, it probably was.
Way to portray the female.
I was trying, you know. That probably was one of those fairies. Those fairies were always very scantily clad.
No, I wasn't such a graphics snob when I was that age. Sorry to disappoint you.
No, he was.
Frame per seconds.
I can't play this. Open your eyes. March 3rd, launch.
Oh, big surprise. Oh my gosh, I'm so surprised.
I had no idea that was coming.
I mean, really? Okay. That's the end.
Yep. Goodbye, guys.
That could have
See you
been
later
like
next week.
half as long as it was.
Yeah, that was.
I don't feel like I really have that many more answers to any of my questions. I don't think that they really
questions.
I don't think they really told us everything.
What would you like to know?
They answered all of Nathan's questions, though. I believe.
Nathan's, what would you like to know, Kyle? I can fill you in.
Touchscreen?
Touchscreen.
No, there's no touchscreen.
I mean, there was. They said that they put all of the things into it that had been in the previous ones.
No touchscreen.
They mentioned that there was a touchscreen on the DS.
Yeah, but there won't be.
There won't be. He says.
I don't think it is.
No.
And I think it'd be for the better, honestly, just because.
I don't know.
Too much cost.
I'd rather it. Yeah, I'd rather them focus on making it a higher quality screen than a.
It just bums me out because it makes games
Ruins
like
the battery life.
Makes games like Mario Maker just almost impossible.
That is true.
To play
Yeah, Mario Maker would suck
without a touchscreen. But maybe it's.
I don't know. Maybe they're assuming you think it's a touchscreen. I don't know.
Yeah, that could be.
Although the way that presentation.
Yeah, I mean they like pointed out every little. This is a joystick.
Is the start?
I don't
button.
think it will be because touchscreen and it only being on that screen because it's a tablet. If you could hold the tablet in your hand as the joystick and it still be connected to the TV wirelessly or something, then that makes sense. But I don't think it makes sense when the dock for the TV is just that, and otherwise it's a portable gaming device. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Nathan's back. He's checking how many $10 he has.
Oh, good. How many? You got $10? Okay. You're like, I was just here for the $10. That was it.
You got them buck tubs.
Yep.
We didn't. I mean, we found out the release date, which is good, and we didn't. I mean,
Yeah.
We are
They
raising
didn't even say what
funds
all was
Mario.
for a tub purchase. So
They didn't tell us. They didn't tell us
No.
whether any of those games came like loaded with the purchase.
Yeah.
they didn't show us
Oh,
the
they-
games being the little tiny cartridges.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. There's a lot that they didn't.
They're supposed to have a treehouse event tomorrow where they're gonna like kind of go over some of the games and stuff, but I don't know that they'd get into specs at that point. So, Nathan, are you okay? I mean, I know it was really hard for you.
Yeah.
You made it though.
It was awful.
Was it the most?
It was like the Great Depression and slavery all rolled into one.
Wow.
Jeez.
What about 9/11? You
Oh,
can
no,
throw a
no,
little
it wasn't-
dash to that in there.
It wasn't that.
Oh, okay, good.
Whatever. You enjoyed just having internet.
Where were you when the first tower fell?
I was in music class.
Okay.
Right. Let's not
Ask a question.
We're not going to do 9/11 stories. Well, it's been fun. Thanks for listening. I hope that made a little bit of sense if you were an audio listener. Thanks for bearing with us there.
I think it will. I think it will.
And everybody for hanging out in the chat and keeping it interesting.
Yeah. We're back next week.
We'll be back next week at Wednesday at 9 p.m. Make sure you come back and play a game with us.
Thank you to all of our patrons.
Yeah.
Thank you
absolutely.
again. Special thank you to God of Atheists.
Yeah, $5 or more get you that
I'm
lunch
gonna get
cast
you.
every
We're
week.
gonna get you up on here on this Patreon thing. So we want to thank all of our Patreon supporters.
We do.
Zachary S is on there now, and we'll be adding someone here.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we are very happy to do so.
You help make this show possible.
Yes, we can't do this without some support. So it's good to have some support running in, flowing in, coming in. All those things. Well, I'm going to go research cowboy simulators. I'll see you guys later. Stuff.
I think they're just going to call the game YMCA.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
call it YMCA.
Yeah, they're going to have
only the
construction
cowboys.
workers, and that's all they showed you so far. It's in production.
Oh, Nathan, you forgot we were doing this, and I'm sorry. Because Nathan was feeling kind of sick yesterday, and then he was like, I think I'm feeling better. I could probably make it. And I'm like, that's up to you. And then he came, and now he's like, why did I come for this? It made a terrible mistake. You know, they got to look at your nice hat in the corner the whole time.
And you know what?
You got to check on your emails.
You fact
your
check
Facebook,
dildo ice cubes, and there's just a lot of important
little
information.
things that you shined
no,
on.
he didn't fact check it. He knew the answer.
Oh yeah, well still he's still our fact checker. So if he knows it, it
if
still
he
counts.
knows it still is a fact.
Yeah,
that
so
he's checking.
Crazy Leg says he is risen. Nate 316. All right, guys, we're for reals. Leaving now. All right, night. Everybody sleep tight, have fun, dream of sugar
for hanging out.
plums, and
Sleep well and dream of large women.
All right, let's switch to our goodbyes.
Goodbye.
Everybody snap.
Goodbye.
Oh, it was off.
Oh, switch. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Good, do it again.
Yes. Switch.
Goodbye.